hello, everybody. Hello and welcome in. It's good to see everybody popping in. Hello, Irene R. Welcome in. Hello, Joanna. Jojo, nice to see you in as well. I like the video as well. I like the video as well. Oh, which video, Irene? I'm not sure. I'm not sure which it is. I hit that commercial button mistakenly. That's why I had to cut it short. Hey, Naturally
everybody.
Divine
Oh my
Goddess,
goodness,
how are you?
everybody in all at once. It's good to see you all tonight.
Absolutely. Creating balance. Nice to see you in, Cynthia. Nice to see you in, Irene. Yes, Terry T. Hi, Miss Angie, and hi, Don. Well, welcome in, Terry T. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in.
Hey,
I checked
Terry
Facebook, and
T.
Facebook is
Happy New
happy today.
Year.
Terry T has. It's funny, Terry T. Every time when you do emojis, it doesn't show us the
They don't
emoji.
show up. They just show the words. Yeah.
Yeah, it says
I don't.
face
I'm like,
red
do you
heart
have like
shape.
a UK version of the phone?
Yeah, it's strange how that works. Hey, Christina, nice to see you in. Jojo, hi, I'm Christina. Hope everyone is doing. I hope everyone is doing what, Christina? Oh, good. I see it. Okay, second line. I'm like, what are you hoping they're doing? What are they? What am I missing? What am I missing? Hey, Susie
Winning the
Q, nice to see
lottery.
you. Exactly. Did you hear? There's what is it? 1 million or $2.5 million. There's two winners on scratch offs for like 1 million or 2 million here in Arizona, and they haven't come forward. And it's a scratch off. It's like I hope they didn't lose a scratch off. Like Lord have mercy.
Look, let me go check. My last scratch off only won $5.
Yeah, this one. Well, I think they said one was sold in Gilbert and one was
Oh,
sold
no, that's
someplace
not
else.
me.
And then they had a $500,000 one. One was sold in Phoenix and one was sold in someplace else. I'm like, yeah, that's not me. Sorry, man, darn. So let's see. Hey, Kay, welcome in.
Hi, Kay.
Christina, we all wish it was us. Absolutely. Irene says, yes, here, New York City too. It was on the news. So they
Oh,
must have
wow.
had some money just all spread around. I don't know.
We're
Uh,
all good, Kay. Is that ice cream sundaes on your picture? That is so unfair. First of all, Don, I got on nothing but cakes mailing list. I'm gonna have to go ahead and get right back off the mailing list because this is the second coupon I done got for buy one get one free, and I don't need another buy one get nothing free. I don't need not another nothing but cake. I'm just gonna
oh
go
my
ahead and
goodness.
ask them to remove me from the mailing list.
That's like blasphemy, isn't that though? It's like, it's like 'cause that's one of your
Oh my
favorites.
goodness. Oh, just,
All I can say is that I officially today got on the scale this morning, and I'm back to where I was on my birthday. So I lost my
oh,
six
that's
pounds.
good.
Yeah, I lost the 6 holiday pounds. I'm back to my weight for my birthday. So
Oh, that's good.
yeah, so I'm
I
ready to
went
move.
walking yesterday. I didn't go today because I had to take my car to get a oil change and pick my son up from school. But I have to work tonight at Amazon, so I'll probably get some steps in that way. But and then I'll probably lose weight freezing in my body trying to keep warm in Utah.
Absolutely. Thank you, Naturally Divine Goddess. Appreciate that. Thank you, Jojo. Yeah, it's I'm telling you, you think 6 pounds you think it's not that easy, but it's like it still takes time and energy and work. So it's like,
Oh,
damn.
oh my gosh. So I've been having the iron infusions, right? And you know I love ice. And now the ice, like I used to like the way it felt on my teeth. Like it felt
Uh-huh.
soft and I just love the way it crunched on my teeth. After my first iron infusion, it feels hard on my teeth and it doesn't feel as satisfying anymore. I'm so sad because I don't want to give up my ice.
That's interesting. It's that kind of reminds me of oncology. When a patient is getting ready to go on a chemo,
Hmm.
they tell them do not eat the foods you like. Because while you're on chemo, if you eat the foods you like, there's a very high risk that you will not like those foods once you come off of chemo because it changes your taste buds and your reaction to it. So they tell you do not eat the foods you like because if you do, you risk the opportunity of losing the desire for that food. If anything, it's the opposite all of a sudden. Isn't that crazy? I would never test it. I would never test it. I would like, okay, yeah, I'm just gonna not eat steak because if right now steak is like my thing. So, hey, Miss Linda,
Oh, Miss Linda. You're right, Christina. I don't even have the correct cravings for it. I used to do about 12, my big cup. I used to do about 12 of those a day. Like literally just ice, ice. And now I'm having a hard time getting the water down. That was at least my water source. I'm not getting any water down now. And then a side effect of the iron infusions is that your joints hurt, and a way to resolve that is to drink water.
Well, the crunching of the ice should have helped then, because
Huh?
that's water. The crunching of the ice should have helped then, because that's
Right,
water.
but now it hurts my teeth where it used to just smooth. It used to just, I used to just love it. Like the sensation of it was so appealing to me. And you know what? It's just, it didn't taste like anything. So it wasn't the taste, it was just the sensation on my teeth. I love the way it felt on my teeth. And so I could just crunch ice all day. The other day I had, or yesterday, or maybe this morning I had some, and it actually hurt my teeth. And I'm like, I don't like that. So
Yeah, that's unusual for you because yeah, you have always the ice was the thing.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be like, look, I get, well, you need the iron, so I can't tell them not give me the iron. So
Yeah, yeah. Well, I went to the dentist today, and we had a new dentist because of changing because of the other dentist changing his rules or whatever and changing insurance companies. So I had a new dentist, but I like the new dentist. I'm like, this is good. This is a good change, and it was good to meet with him. And I had no cavities, so anytime I have no cavities, I like the dentist. There's something about having cavities and not liking the dentist or having to get like something else done. But so I'm liking the dentist for now.
yeah.
So, Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy.
Christina, that's the kind of ice machine I have. The pellets aren't as small as the Chick-fil-A ice, but it's soft like that. And so I could just crunch down on it easily and it wasn't any problem. And the ice machine hasn't changed, just my response on my teeth has changed. So I don't know. I'm like, well, why would iron make my teeth more, sensitive to it? But I don't know.
Miss Linda said she just had a root canal today. Oh, Lord have mercy. I bet you're probably feeling throbbing right now.
Oh, that's Susie.
Yeah, Susie
Susie
said the
Q
same thing
said
that
the
Linda
same
had the root
thing.
canal today. Hopefully they knocked you out. It's like because when they
I
get
be
in there,
begging my dentist to just hit me upside the head with a hammer and knock me out and wake me up when it's done. I do not like the dentist. I said, listen, y'all don't
I told
replace
you,
every tooth in the back of my mouth. We don't need no more.
you're eating already. Holy crap! So they did a root canal and they kept the tooth, or did they have to put a cap over there, or what? I bet it's a little tender. I would think so. My dentist keeps telling I have cavities, but like they were just old cavities and didn't get fixed properly because the dentists are not artists, so it looks funny. Well, I've definitely had some old cavities gotten out because over time they get underneath, so they've had to take a few old cavities out of there, not cavities, old fillings out, and
Yeah,
also
and
those the ones from way back where they like have what it made like radiation or something. I don't know. The ones that have all that like lead or whatever. So I'm glad when they're gone because I'm like I need
exactly.
that
I
out
said,
of
y'all
there.
done took all the silver out. We don't need to do this no more. No more, no more, no more.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, with that said, hey, Barb Ross, nice to see you in. Good to see you in.
Hey,
Cassandra Lewis, nice
Cassandra
to see you
Lewis.
too. And Ali Grice, nice to see you in.
All
With that said,
right.
Angie, whom are you drawn to first today to give a reading to?
Um, well,
Do,
I
do,
don't
do,
I don't
do.
know if we've ever read let's see, Tammy Terry Bagley. Um Christina, I don't ever remember reading her.
Well,
Um,
which one? Which one you want?
Christina, let's go with her because she was the first one I saw. I think I saw in the chat.
Christine. Christine
Or
who?
Irene too. Irene. Terry
Oh, when
T,
I
that's
first
just
saw that
oil of
long.
Olay. Terry T said that we shine, and I said that's just oil of Olay.
When I first saw that pop up, I thought it's somebody doing the old visitation, if you know what I mean. I'm like, oh, not already. Which one was it again? Her Christina.
She just commented, work reading, thank you. Oh, she wants something about career. I'm all for career.
Hmm.
Christine, I immediately saw somebody, and it seems like a mother figure pointing their hand at you like this and saying, well, what are you waiting for? When are you going to go? And they're pointing to the door and there's a big exit sign. Well, when are you going to go? When are you going to move on? So it seems to be that you're not making the choice to move on. You don't seem to be very happy, but you don't seem to be making the choice to move on. So something is keeping you there. And the word I heard was comfort. You know how you get comfortable in a job? I know my job. I may not like everybody here. I may not like everything that I do, but I'm comfortable. I can slide in 5 minutes late and it wouldn't be a problem. I could work a little overtime. Like I know the people here. I deal with the crap, but I know I'm comfortable here. And so they're making it seem like if you're ready to move on, they're ready to move you on. But it also seems like it's more of a personal endeavor or a personal job where you're going to be an entrepreneur. You're going to be doing something on your own to that level. So there seems to be two things. They're showing me a split screen. So maybe you're moving on to another job, but you're also moving on and moving forward with your own project. And you seem to be standing still on both of them because they show me the hangman and you're right in the middle of a split screen. So like Don and I are there, you're in the middle of this split screen as the hangman because you haven't decided to move forward even on your own personal project or move on and go to a new position. And they're saying you can complain about it all that you want. We've given you the okay. The door is open for you to walk through and move on. You just have not done it. And so don't keep complaining about being unhappy if you're not going to take the steps to move forward. What they say, faith without works, doesn't move you forward. So you can ask and ask and ask. You have enough faith to ask, to pray, or to set intentions, but you don't have enough belief to move yourself forward and take the steps necessary to either update your resume or apply to a new job or go to the interview or start with your own business. And what they're saying is, what are you waiting on? There's literally an old lady doing like this. What are you waiting on? When are you going to go? And then she points to the exit sign and says, when are you going to leave? So they're saying your future is in your hands. And literally they're showing me like the two of wands and the guy where he usually holds the world, but yours is like a cup. Your world is a cup of water and the water's just flowing. When are you going to be ready to move on? Like your world is in your hand, the decisions are in your hand. It's not something that they're going to make you do. When you're ready, they'll bless it and move you forward. But until you're ready to move forward, you're just going to be sitting there complaining about how unhappy you're doing. What should you be doing? Well, they're showing me your personal job. They're showing me your personal endeavor, and then they're showing me you moving on. So there's two different things. It's not them telling you what you should be doing. What do you want to do? A lot of people like to lay down their power and say, well, what does the Lord want me to do? What if the Lord tells you he wants you to be a nun? Are you going to go to the convent and be a nun? What the Lord wants you to do or what your higher power wants you to do is what will make you happy. It's a co-creation. Don't lay down your power and say, well, what do they want me to do? What should I be doing? What will make you happy? If you woke up tomorrow and could do whatever it is that you would like to do, what would it be? This is what I would want to do. I tell my higher power this all the time. Look, they're telling me now, we know, Angie, we know what you want to do. We know how you want to do it. We know. So what is it that you want to do? And they'll help you to get there. Don't lay down your power and say, well, what do you want me to do? If they tell you to be a nun, if they tell you to do something that you don't want to do, then you'll have somebody to blame. A lot of time we lay down our power because we don't want to take accountability for it. If you have clothes and a website that you haven't launched, why? Launching, you already have the product. All you have to do is put it out there and allow people to buy it. So they're looking at you like, well, you're the holdup. It's not what we want you to do. What does you want to do? We want you to be happy. Maybe we want you to serve the people or we want you to be charitable. But in order to be charitable, you can start your own business, make enough money and give things away, or you could give people things. So it's the concept may be what they want you to do or your purpose, but how you do your purpose may be something else. So if my purpose is healing people or helping people, there's many different ways I can go about healing people. I could do it in this platform. I could do it through Reiki. I could do it through counseling. I could do it through workshops. There's many different ways I can go about healing people. It's just which avenue that I decide to take. So your purpose and how you go about moving your purpose are two different things. My purpose may be to heal people or to help people, but how I go about doing it is the actions that I take to work toward my purpose. So they're saying, what do you want to do and how do you want to move forward with it? So that's what I got for Miss Christine.
Let me see what I got for Christine. Hey, Kelly Dix, nice to see you in. 22 on the clock. Good
All
timing. Yes,
right, I
indeed.
like it.
That was from Kelly Dix, everybody. She said, "What's up, Don and Angie? Just finished what my son and myself had planned for the day. As I was saying, and I'm grateful for that, I turned, and what was on the clock is what I'm saying, 22:22. I use my own words there. So she said, in her words, I turned 22:22 on the clock. So, yeah,
Oh,
use it. Use it. Let's see what else I got. What do I get for Christina? Christina. Oh, Christina. Can we talk? Can we talk, Christina? Can we talk? You got to shake off this negative attitude, negative energy. This is like, why do you go to when something good happens, you tend to find you find the gray instead of the lining. Okay, in the cloud, find the lining, find that silver lining, and stop looking at the gray, because I get the feeling like you instantly go right there. It's like you're being afraid that somebody will maybe snatch it out from under you, or I don't know what. But again, you got to make sure that, I mean, look at this. The Page of Cups is saying, you got good stuff coming in, so make sure that you're coming in with the right attitude. Make sure you're coming in with the right kind of energy. Okay, don't give in to that more negative side. What I'm sensing is sometimes you probably even question, if something good happens, you're like, how does that happen? Why do I deserve that? Or what's it going to do? Are they going to take it away from me? Or instead of enjoying the moment, enjoying it. So Christina, let's flip the script. This is January. This is January 2024. This is not December 2023. This is January 2024. And I want you to embrace affirmations. And I have that in my head because I've been writing them on the book most of the day. So that's really stuck in my head. But I need you to really embrace affirmations, Christina, and start using them again, we have neuroplasticity. We have neuroplasticity, which means our brains are adaptable. They change. And right now, I do tend to think that your brain tends to shoot instantly because you've been conditioned to instantly shoot to what next? What's the bad part of this? Why is this, what you're looking again for that dark cloud instead of the silver lining. And I'm asking you, start using the neuroplasticity that is within all of us and reprogram your mind in a more positive way. And you start by the morning of coming up with an affirmation that fits. And you can do more than one affirmation, by the way, too. You can have infinite abundance, which is the one I say all the time. And you can also say, this is what it is. And so it's not just one affirmation. There are many that you can put into place and use. But remember, you start with the mind. You start with you. And so again, start tweaking your mind. Start this year. Start now. You're in January. Start now in training the brain and helping the synapses, as they fire. Make sure those things are firing in a positive way and going to the positive side. Okay, because I think everything else will fall into place. And when the other things fall into place, even if they're good, your mind, if it's in the wrong place, will see it as negative and always be looking for something else. So do that for me. And don't be surprised when you do that all of a sudden many more things open up for you. Because again, affirmations, you have energy around you. As you change that energy around you, you draw like. That's the law of attraction. You're drawing in like energy. And now all the positive stuff is happening to you.
okay. Don had to step away because he's fixing his mic. So as soon as he gets his mic back, he'll finish up your reading with you. But until then, you got me. But one thing I was gonna say, Miss Christina, while Don was talking was, um, once you start believing in the affirmations or repeating the affirmations, where I would have a situation where, say, I went to my car and one of the lights came on, like check engine light or something like that, where I would be upset and be like, oh my gosh, this is about to cost me all this money, blah blah blah. I literally say, I believe in infinite abundance. I am grateful that the universe is sending me a new car to replace this car. I believe in infinite abundance. I am grateful that I am being blessed with a new vehicle, and I am thankful for the use of this vehicle until my new vehicle comes. So I don't fall into the negativity of the situation. Yeah, it's gonna it may cost me to get whatever this is checked or fixed or whatever it is. Yeah, it may take me, reallocating some money that I thought I was going to send to something else, but I give gratefulness for what is to come. If something's wrong with this vehicle, that means that you're sending me something new because all my wants and needs are met. And if this vehicle can no longer serve me, then you're sending me something new. So I'm already going to thank you for whatever's new. I believe in infinite abundance. I am grateful for all the people who are buying my clothing online. I believe in infinite abundance. I am grateful for the grand opening of my online business and all the money that I made from the new business. I am grateful, or I believe in infinite abundance, and I am grateful for all of the people I'm able to help and to reach. I wanted to increase the numbers on YouTube and on Facebook or in our live. So I was saying, I'm grateful for all the new subscribers. So you know what I said? Instead of saying that, I started saying, I believe in infinite abundance. I help thousands of people every day. I heal thousands of people every day. So that's a different way of saying I want new subscribers. So I say I heal thousands of people every day. I help thousands of people every day. So that brings in the new people. What am I seeing in our list now? Names that I've never seen before, names that I don't recall seeing. And so it's just a different way of saying the same thing. Instead of saying, "Oh, I'm thankful for new subscribers," I heal thousands of people every day. Same thing, but just in a different way, and it puts a more positive spin on it. And once you get into that mode, the affirmations just kind of take over. Even on the days that I want to be, really annoyed by it. Like the other day, I posted, divine timing is my annoying best friend, because as much as I hate to hear the words divine timing, it is my best friend when I wait on it to happen. I can wait in frustration, I can wait in peace. Either way, I gotta wait. I can wait while I'm making myself run on this wheel and expend all this energy. I still have to wait. It's just the manner that I'm waiting. Am I going to wait in peace and frustration, or an exhaustion from doing things that is not going to get me anywhere? So you decide how you want to move forward. If you want to get out of this mindset, then you tell yourself you're going to get out of this mindset. I want to learn a different language. So I found these videos on YouTube that says learn Spanish while you're sleeping. So it's a 10-hour video and they're just repeating phrases over and over and over and over. So I listen to those as I go to sleep. In a month, we'll see. Do I know any more Spanish than I knew before? We'll see. But it's me reprogramming myself to be a better person, or to receive more information, or to receive information another way. And so that's all we're saying is reprogram your mind. You weren't born thinking like this. You weren't born believing that things were going to turn out this way. Over time, situations and experiences that happened in your life programmed you to be this way. And so this is just you unprogramming yourself or reprogramming yourself to think differently, to believe differently, or to see things differently. Hi, curly girl. Hi, Chaz. Is it Chaz Baltazar? All right, Chaz Baltazar. A5 says, "Can we donate on your cat?" You can donate. It doesn't move you up on a list or anything, but you can donate if you like. Hey Bonnie. Who else? Kelly. We said hi to everybody else. And if y'all hear somebody screaming in the background that sounds like a monster, that's my son playing his video games. Just ignore him. um, so let me see. Don is fixing his microphone, so he already read Christina. Let me see who else is in here. Nick Mountain. Catherine Newkirk. Catherine, you already know. You probably done heard Brandon many times before, so you know he just be screaming in the background. Chaz, do you have a question? Please don't let it be a love question, because I am the Grim Reaper of love. Not necessarily, but I just don't like love readings, and I feel like that's what you're about to ask me. Does such and such want you back? Uh, Exactly, curly girl. Just be screaming like it's like they really in the room with them, because they all are in like a private room and they're fighting against other teams. And I could just hear, help me out, get him, get her, blah, blah, blah. And I'll be like, hey, calm down, calm down. Okay. All right. So let me see who else. I'm hiding from mine in the bathroom. Irene, don't act like that. Irene, you are actually the other person that I wanted to read. So, what was your question, Miss Irene? And then, Chaz, hold on, we'll get back to you once you post a question. But go ahead, Irene, and then this person named Sadiq. Just go ahead and report him for trying to spam you or get you to go into the inbox. Just go ahead and spam him. He's on Don's page, so I don't think I can do it. But you guys can go ahead and report him, and that'll get him off of the page and get him banned from our Facebook feed. I can't do anything until Don gets back because he has all the control. So all I can do is just read the comments. Yes, he does have on right, Catherine. He has on headphones. That's why he can't hear, and he has on them big giant headphones. That's why he can't hear how loud he is. I'm gonna record him one day and be like, I'm all the way in the back room and I can hear you clear as day. And he has a little potty mouth sometimes too. All right, so let me see. Wait, hi, Allie Grace. Wait, Irene, did you put your question in? Because I don't remember it. For Chaz, before I get to Irene, I can go ahead and tell you now. If you believe that people are doing mind control over you, then you're gonna submit to what you think that power of mind control is. I always say that my higher power is stronger than anything that anybody can say or do on earth. So if somebody tells me, "Oh, there's somebody putting a spell on you or whatever," no, because my higher power is higher than that. My higher power is stronger than that. There's nothing on this earth that is higher than my higher power. So there's no spell you can put on me. There's no potion you can give me. There's no nothing that you can do that my higher power is not going to protect me from. I've already asked for the protection. They've already told me I've been in protection. So if you believe that somebody's having mind control of you, that's because you're submitting to that mind control and allowing that belief to take over in your head. I don't see that anybody's doing mind control over you. It's just changing your way of thinking. Like if I get up in the morning and I stub my toe and I'm like, damn it, today's going to be a horrible day, or every morning, then I'm already programming myself to have a bad day. When I wake up in the morning, I say today's going to be a good day. I'm going to go into these meetings. I'm going to get all the information I need. Such and such is going to be a nice person, blah, blah, blah. I command the day to be what I want it to be. And so if you submit to somebody having mind control over you, then yes, they do have mind control over you because you're believing into that enterprise. I don't believe into that. So nobody's ever going to have mind control over me like that. Or I'm going to fight it to the degree that I'm going to go to my guys and say, hey, what's going on? I thought you were protecting me. So are you believing in a higher power that doesn't protect you, that allows somebody else to beat up on you or to control you in a way that is not allowing you your free will? I don't see any I literally don't see anybody controlling you over it. I do see negative thoughts swirling around, or all these thoughts going through your mind and you allowing them to take you down a negative path, because they show me like on one side of the screen, you're in a boat and you're going down. It's at night. So nighttime is either shame, something you don't want people to know, or something that you're trying to do in under the cover of darkness. So on the one side of the screen, they're showing me you in a boat traveling down the water. So this is an emotional issue also. And then it's dark and all the trees have no leaves on it. So there's no growth on this side. But on the other side, you can see the sun coming up on the horizon, and you need to be steering toward that. So you're on the side of the reality where you're allowing these negative thoughts and this negative thinking to be over program your positivity. And that's why you think somebody has mind control over you. I don't see anybody having mind control of you. And if they are, then you should ask your higher power. How do I break this spell? How do I break this control that they have over me? How do I overcome them? You're my higher power. Why are you allowing this to happen to me? So, Chaz, I do not think that anybody has any mind control over you. I'm going to ask for the overall energy that is surrounding you. And I get the Queen of Swords. This is just you not speaking up for yourself. This is you. The Queen of Swords cuts through the BS. And so this is spirit saying nobody has mind control over you. You're submitting your power. You're submitting your power. You're laying down your power and giving it to somebody else and saying they have mind control over you. Oh, they're making me say this. Oh, they're making me do this. This is the Queen of Swords. She has a double-edged sword. She cuts through the BS. She says what needs to be said. She speaks her mind, and she says what she's thinking, or what and she doesn't allow people to overtalk her or overpower her. She's logical. She thinks, and she makes decisions based on logic, not on emotions, and based on yours being in the dark and in the water and in a boat. You are going through an emotional situation that either has shame or that you don't want people to know about, and and instead of taking accountability for it, you're submitting to somebody else and allowing them, and saying that they have this control over you. It's kind of like being like, oh well, I got fired. My boss fired me because he didn't like me. Well, did he not like you, or were you late every single day, or were you messing up on your projects? Was it really somebody else's situation? Control over you, or were you not doing what you were supposed to do? So Chaz, I do not think that anybody is has any mind control over you. I honestly think that you just need to speak up and get in this Queen of Swords energy. That is the overall energy that came up for you. And I'm getting stop with the woe is me attitude, because they're showing me Eeyore. So when I get Eeyore, that means you have that woe is me, like nobody likes me, nobody wants to be my friend, blah blah blah, and you're not taking accountability for who you are. If you have people who don't accept you for who you are, what you do, then you don't hang with them. There are people who don't understand what I do, who don't believe in tarot, who don't believe in psychic, who don't. Then we don't have those discussions. We don't communicate on that level. You choose the level of communication or the level of interest into your personal space that you allow somebody. And if you're going to allow somebody to overtake you in that way and control you in that way, then that's just what's going to happen. You decide. You have the power. It's just, are you going to use that power? So that was Chaz. He was saying that he thought somebody had mind control over him, and I was telling him I didn't think that. So
Yeah, I'm
that
not
was
picking up anything like that either.
yeah. I told him I wasn't getting that at all. I got kind of that woe is me type of situation.
Yeah, but I think it's also a question of accountability.
Yeah.
And so that's the word that came to me, is accountability. The reality is that you have to believe that you can make you have to believe in the power that you have. I mean, whether you want to believe it or not, you have power. You have power to control your life. You have power over your environment. You have power, however, but so you can use it however you choose. But again, if you set a tempo that says one thing, and then you go that way. If you set a tempo that goes the other way, but you have to take control of it, and you have to take responsibility. It's like if I set something in motion, well, either if you don't like it, do a U-turn, do a detour, do something, but don't look and think, okay, well, something else is controlling me. If you feel like your thoughts are not your thoughts, it's probably your spirit's talking to you and you're ignoring them. And when you do that, when you ignore spirit, don't be surprised if down the road they get tired of trying to send you subtle messages and they give you a 2x4 upside your head, not literally, figuratively speaking. And all of a sudden, you're like Wendy. They kept telling Wendy, you need to chill out. You need to relax. You need to slow down. Wendy didn't listen. She got off of a horse. She stepped off of a horse she had been on many times before. I'm just stepping off of the horse, getting off the saddle and down. Nothing major, nothing
She
exciting,
wasn't
nothing.
jumping a fence or anything.
Absolutely. And broke her leg. It's like, how do you do this? It just does not. She didn't fall. Her leg just snapped. It's like, and guess what? It slowed her down for a while, and she had time to. And this is, I'm not giving anything out of school. Wendy will tell you herself. She's like, that was my spirit guide's been telling me to slow down, and I didn't. So guess what they did to me? They slowed my butt down. Another friend of ours wanted to go to med school, and spirits kept saying, that's not where you need to be. And she's like, I need to be. And that's not where I need to be. That's not where I know. And then so she fought with them. Guess what? She got her way. And guess what they did eventually? They messed her up 2 times. Not once, but twice. One time shoulder, another time some other issues.
Oh my God, I knew that's exactly who you were talking about. I said, it has to be her. Yes.
Yes. And she will definitely tell you that she should have listened. And when she's like, if I had listened, I don't think this would have happened. They slowed her butt down because spirit was telling her, and she didn't want to hear it. Now, this is somebody who's very connected, by the way. For somebody who's very connected to spirit, she was determined that she wasn't listening. She was not going to have it. And spirit's like, okay, you have it your way, but you're not going to like the way we play because we have to get serious with you. And they did. And she'll tell you if you talk to her, and Angie knows who she is. And other people, I'm sure those people out here know who I'm talking about. You talk to her, she will gladly tell you that was spirit. I own that because I went against what I was told I needed to do, and they said,
So what is she doing now? Because she was heavy into it. Like she was going to be like a practitioner, right?
yes, yes, yes,
Okay. Wow. Oh
yeah,
my gosh.
yeah, yeah.
Oh my gosh, I love all these new names in there. I was just telling them, Don, before you got back, that I was saying that I wanted our subscriptions to raise, and I kept saying, oh, I believe in infinite abundance. I am thankful for all the new subscribers, and then I changed that whole tone and said, I believe in infinite abundance. I heal 1,000 people a day. I help 1,000 people a day, and it was just a new spin on saying that I want to do subscribers. And so, oh my gosh, I'm loving this list. So many new people in here that I've never seen before. Angel Wright, Brolic, Scenario. I keep hearing number two for you, and I hearing a celebration. So did you take your second test in flight attendant school and you passed? Because I kept hearing number two. I keep seeing the number two, and then there's balloons and there's like a celebration and those little things that you blow when you're at a party, the little noise makers. So I'm getting that. I feel like you may have passed your second one. Hey, Miss Susan.
Hey, Susan, nice to see you in. Good to
Oh,
see
you
you.
did pass. Hey, I'm so happy. I saw it. They showed me number two, and then they showed me all the celebration. So I'm so happy for you. Sonaria is another one who was just taking forever to go to flight attendant school, and she finally got in there. They had already told her she was gonna make it, everything was gonna be fine, and she just wasn't doing what she was supposed to do. She finally got in there, and it's Miss Smooth Sailing. Well, I think it's Miss Smooth
Mhm.
Sailing. So I think that's good. So congratulations, Miss Scenaria. Y'all go ahead and put some airplanes or some helicopters or something in the chat for Miss Scenaria because she is doing her thing. I'm so excited for you.
Scenario, I'm going to pass you one time on airplane. I'm going to look at you and give you that look, the side eye, and you
And you
better
better
look.
have that
You
big, beautiful curly hair.
exactly. You better acknowledge me and say, "Hey, I know you from Sonoran Mystic Tarot." Absolutely, because I'm gonna
Oh my
I'll recognize you.
gosh. I'm so excited, Scenaria. Oh my gosh. Oh, I just want to
Absolutely. It is wonderful, and it's wonderful because when Scenario first come to started watching, things weren't going smoothly for her, and she needed something. And so, isn't that wonderful? That I love when we can watch a progression and we can watch as people,
It's
uh,
like seeing your
move.
baby graduate.
Exactly, exactly. Yep. And it's funny with Miss Linda. I've read for her daughter. She just said, "Yep, the fact is, the universe had to hit me upside the head with a 2x4 to get me to the dentist." And I read for her daughter and was experiencing this pain in my tooth, and she's like, "No, it's not me." And sure enough, it was Linda instead. So it's like one of those things that spirit was wanting her to know so bad that spirit's like, "I'm gonna tell your daughter to have the conversation. I'm gonna get the daughter's gonna have a conversation with Don, and that's how I'm gonna find out." So it's interesting. Again, they'll use different ways, folks. They are spirit knows how to get a hold of you. Nick's Moulton, I have a question. Will I stay in the current country or relocate?
I heard relocate immediately when I read his question because I was drawn to that question too. I heard
Earlier,
relocate.
right? Because it didn't come up earlier because I thought I saw that earlier too.
I don't know,
And
but I got relocate, and then I get like really lush green grass.
mhm.
Like, are you going? Oh, you did say a new country because I felt like you were going pretty far away, and so I got lush green grass for you. So wherever you're going seems to be more. It must be a more moisture, like a place that has more water or rain because it's a lot of
Mhm.
lush green grass is what they're showing me to whatever
Exactly.
part of the country that you're going to. So
And
I get a
like
yes on that.
absolutely no. I got the same energy when the question was asked way early on and then just re-asked, and I was feeling that as well. So female or male, it doesn't matter, Nick's. If you're going out of country, whether you're male or female, it doesn't
Are you
matter.
going for a part for some kind of like this is the soulmate card or this is the two of cups, so it's either some kind of partnership or relationship that you're going for. Are you moving to be closer to somebody? Are you relocating to go move to be with somebody? Because it looks like it's a yes on that. Because I got this soulmate card. Then at the and then of the deck, I got the Nine of Wands, and so you're really tired of whatever situation you're going through. It's been a long struggle through whatever it is, and I don't know if it's this relationship, but I do feel like you are moving to go and see somebody or to go and like it has to do with a partnership or being with somebody else. So if it's not a romantic relationship, maybe it's a job or reuniting with somebody. But I get this soulmate card or that kind of partnership vibe for the Two of Cups. And this is for what was Nick's? Was that Nick's?
No, was that the person moving out of?
Out of the country? Who was that?
Maybe it was Nick. I
Who
don't
was
know.
moving out of the country? I don't know. Whoever it was, it was Nick's. I thought.
Let me get back to
Yeah,
it.
am I moving
Yeah,
out of the
Nick,
country? So yes, Nick. Are you must be moving
Nick's.
to go? Yes, she said yes. So you're the person. Are you're that yes is that you're going to be moving to be with somebody. You're going to move to be with somebody else or to for a romantic relationship. If it is, then that's a yes because I got this card and that's you see how those hands are intertwined and the cup is pouring into both. So I get a good feeling on that love. If that's you.
Exactly,
Irene
exactly.
was the other person I told that we would get to her. I think her
Okay.
question way down in there. So Irene, if you're still in here, can you put your question in there or your comment, or if you just want a general?
While we wait for her to do that, I'm going to help out somebody who does love readings because she has a commercial to show everybody. If you want a love reading, you need Miss Bonnie, and here's how to reach Miss Bonnie. There you go. And Miss Bonnie, 30 seconds. My dear, that's too long. Do me a favor, cut that down. 30 seconds is a long time. I cut it myself just there.
Listen, running for 30 seconds is a long time too. Let me tell you that.
Uh-huh.
Naya Shanice, you said you want a general. Immediately when I read your question, can I be added? I heard how many more times do you want us to tell you yes? And they showed me you asking this person, this person, this person, and this person. And Spirit immediately said, how many different times did I have to say yes? What is it that you want? What is it that you want different? How is it that you want me to say it? You've already gotten the yes to whatever your question is, and they're saying how many more times do you want me to say yes?
And Angie, this is the deck you're using, right? The Light Seers deck?
Yes, that is correct.
Folks, this is a beautiful deck. If you have a chance, you should check it out. If you'd like to get her deck, this is where you can go get the deck. It is a beautiful deck. Those images are phenomenal, especially the one with the pregnant woman with the belly. It's just the globe.
Oh,
That is one of my most
the
favorite
Empress.
cards
Yeah.
in tarot. I love that card.
Also for Naya Shanice, I got gosh, what was the card that I got? They got the Ace of Swords. They said this will be a totally different mindset for you, a totally different way of thinking for you. Ace of Swords. Ace is new, and then the swords is thinking. So this is a new way of thinking. This is a change in your mindset. This is an overall overhaul of the way that you're thinking, and you're needing that. King of Pentacles. This is where your focus needs to be on gaining wealth, having money, being at the top of your game with your money situation. You've let too many things in your life take you to a different level or take you out of where you should be. This is what you should be focusing on: your money. Your King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is a person who knows how to bring in abundance, who knows how to make money, who knows how to make decisions for the rest of the family and take care of whatever. They're a good business person, a good decision maker, and they're saying for you, Naya Shanice, that you need to um, take the yes that we're gave. They're saying embrace your yes. That is what I'm hearing, is embrace your yes. And then I hear, isn't she lovely? And I see you twirling around in a dress. So they're saying embrace your yes. Like embrace who you are and everything about you. Needs to be a time when you're working on the inner you and allowing that to shine through, and everything else will be attracted to you. Um, Oh, Miss Bonnie, my lights here deck is all worn out too. But Naya Shanice, they're saying that you need to really focus on um the inner you and changing your mindset. You have a very um not aggressive, but a very like you're always worried about somebody trying to get to you or hurt you or harm you or do something like that. And they're saying you can't, you want to proclaim that you're protecting, that your higher power is so powerful, but you're also always worried that somebody's going to do something negative to you, or somebody's trying to do something to you. You're a little bit not necessarily paranoid, but you submit to the worldly things, to the things that the world can do to you versus what your higher power can protect you from. The other card I got is the Five of Cups, and that's you concentrating on the things that you don't have versus the things that you do have. With the Five of Cups, you have three cups that are spilled and two cups that are still available, and you're concentrating on the spilled cups instead of what you do have. Think about the resources that you do have versus the things that you don't think that you have. And then the other card I got is the Lovers, and usually that's a decision. You're concentrating a little bit too much on the physical love versus the self love, or you being guided to love yourself and allow that to shine out and attract what you need to you. But overall, they're saying just literally be take the yes that they're giving you, change your mindset, and work on this your money. So that's what I got for Miss Naya Shanice. Don, do you have anything for her?
The one thing that I get for you, Naya, that the energy that is kind of hitting me, two things actually, two things that really popped out to me. First was, again, you question yourself, your confidence. Your confidence is not where it needs to be. And I don't understand why, and it's not my place to understand why, because Spirit would tell me if I was supposed to know it. But I do feel like, again, you need to have confidence in what you can do, and what you are bringing to the community, what you're bringing to society, those kind of things. And that's part of your value. It's understanding and knowing your value. I also think that if you want your business to grow, and we all do hope our business grows, then one of the important ways to do that is to is again with that confidence, because you have to be able to come up to somebody, a total stranger, have that that 30-second to 15-second elevator speech, or not at all, and just walk up to them and start speaking. And it's hard to do. It's very hard to do. But it's easier when you have more confidence. It's harder when you have no confidence. It's hard always, but it's so much harder when the confidence isn't there. So what I'm suggesting to you is to is to again is to reach out and find from Spirit or whoever else a way to get your confidence so where you are again back to very confident. You used to be confident. You used to be full of life and full of yourself, not in a bad way, but in a good way. So where you said, you know what, I own this. This is who I am. You either take it or leave it. And again, I feel like some of that was lost along the way. And I really do think you need to get back to that. I think you need to find a way back to that. And what I would be doing if I were you in that sense is by asking Spirit, talking to Spirit before you go to bed and say, you know what, bring me in somebody who can help me to truly evaluate and make me understand what it is I bring to society, where my value is, how I am valuable. And then again, once you find the value in yourself, you're going to see that even the business, because I'm getting the sense that you have a business, and even the business that you're in, the business that you have, is going to expand. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm getting. Let's see what else. Again, do you have a business? Do you have a business? I guess is a good question, because I'm feeling like you have a business, and I'm feeling like you sell a product. Um, Yeah. But again, you'll be able when no matter the good part about it is again your business is portable and your you sell
Oh,
several
she says, yes, I sell several products, and yes, I have a business.
yeah and that's portable. You can do that anywhere. So again, get your find the way to get your confidence back. Get back to and it's interesting because again I see I don't know I just see this energy of a woman who I don't know. I get this like bold, very outspoken, very determined, very whatever. And I just think that recently that's just not been you. It's just you kind of, I don't know what happened, but it's like something drew you in and you're just not that effervescent person. You're not that shiny person. You're not the person who could be walking, talking, and chewing gum at the same time. You know, it's like you question yourself a little too much recently. And I don't know if life is shaking you down a little bit or whatever, but I'm asking you to get back to I'm asking you to try to get back to that person with the energy and with the attitude. A little, have the edge. That edge is good for you. That edge really works for you because it's not coming from a malice place. It's coming from a good place. And it's interesting because I hear these like quick retorts, and I hear this like a little bit of acidic kind of humor that little things a little bit, but not in a bad way. It's just like, damn, you know me, you read me well, kind of that's what I'm, and that's what I'm feeling is has been missing. So get back to that, that person who will walk on, just walk through a crowd and say, you know what, this you can walk naked in a crowd. The person the energy I get is like, well, I can walk through naked. And if I walk through naked, it's like, take me as I am, and I don't give a damn what you
You
think.
getting
I'm
all
moving.
these thighs today.
Yeah. So.
But the way they show it to me, Dom, when you were saying that it's like she took a hit, I literally saw somebody like pushing her down. Like she
Mhm.
took a hit so hard that it knocked her down, and
Yeah.
she got back up, but she didn't get back up in her confidence. It's like the little girl, the inner little girl came up who
Yeah.
doesn't have all that confidence versus the
Yeah.
grown woman who should have all the confidence. And so the inner
Mhm.
you is needing to be nurtured. And that's why they're saying you need to find the strength on the inside and not look for people to give you your confidence on the outside. You don't
Mhm.
need someone to tell you you're beautiful, to tell you that you're powerful, to tell you that you're a good business person. You know these things, you know who you are, and you've had that before. It's just that life is throwing you some curveballs right now, and you're just not in your confident place. But that's where you say, hey, I need to shake off whatever this is. I release all that no longer serves me. And I release feelings. I release people. I release emotions. I release fat cells. I release all that. No, when I say all, I mean everything from the head to the toe. You can take these gray hairs and all that too. Them little sprouts that become, take all them and let them fall out too. Whatever it is that no longer serves me, take all those things away so that I have room for all that does serve me. You don't have to wait
Mhm.
for people to tell you you're beautiful. Every now and then I'll find a picture of me and I'll post it and I'll be like, I just love her because I love all of me, the bad parts of me, the good parts of me, the insecure parts of me, the bold parts of me, the aggressive parts of me, everything that got me to where I am. I love every part of me. And if I don't love every part of me, I can't expect somebody else to respect those parts of me or love me that way too. And regardless of whether you do or don't, I still love me. At the end of the day, whether you're attracted to me, you like me, you don't like me, I still love me. And as long as I still love me, I am always loved. I don't
Mhm.
have to wait for somebody else to give it to me. I have so much of it that I had to go and buy a fish to give love to because Brandon's so freaking self-sufficient, he don't need me. So I had so much love pouring out of me. I went and bought a fish and I spoiled that fish rotten. Like literally, he was living in a pampered palace. That's how much love you want springing up in you, that you love yourself so much that you're just spewing it out on everybody else. That's where you
Mhm.
need to get back to.
Yep. And you're leaving like a warmer climate to go back to Michigan. Are you in Georgia or something? Because I'm get
California.
California. Okay, because I'm getting like that warm climate comparatively. So yeah, no, you're on the right track. You definitely need to be taking this move, and you need to be doing. The education is important. It's going to leave you in good stead. But you can do more than one thing at one time. So prepare yourself for that move. Give yourself the confidence and make that move. Make that move. But more importantly, stay with. if again your products, again your sales of your products should be a portable situation, so you should be able to continue to do it if you're doing it online and so forth. And so
I got it down. That's on my page.
all right, thanks. So anyway, that's what I got for you. That's what I got for you. You're on the right direction. You're in the right direction. Keep moving forward, and make the move. Get back. Get to where you need to be. Get that education, and again, fulfill you that destiny inside you. You are a healer. You were a healer. You are a healer, and you will be a healer. That's just part of your DNA. That's what you were brought into this world to do, and that's probably part of one of your life path situations when you wrote that contract coming into this world. And somebody else earlier asked a question not similar to that. Somebody brought up a point that was kind of like that, and that is let me find it again too, because it stuck in my head when I saw it. Melissa said, "Do you all believe in being an empath?" Absolutely, positively. Empaths exist. Empaths, a lot of psychics are empaths. You can be a psychic and not be an empath, but you cannot be an empath without being a psychic. So if you're empathic, you are psychic, because again, the psychic skills are those energies that exist around us and we pick them up. And that's why empaths are empaths. But yes, empaths work, and empaths are something that I totally empathize with. Empathize, get it? Anyway.
Look at you, Don, being all clever.
No, oh my goodness! And at 7:30 in the night, Lord have mercy. Anyway, so who's paying me overtime? I don't know. So no, seriously, the one thing about empaths is that I don't that I would hate, and I'm so glad that I wasn't given that gift. And is I don't want to feel your mess. I don't want to feel your pain. I don't want to feel the ugly. I don't mind having the knowledge of it. I don't mind when I'm reading to pick up on it and say, damn, this is a mess. But I don't need it. And there are times where I feel it. There's times where I'll get especially a mediumship read. They'll come in and I'm like, don't do that. I'll tell Spirit. I'm like, and Emily, my gatekeeper, I'm like, Emily, they can't bring the feeling. I don't want the feels. Don't get in my feels, as you say. I don't want the feelings. Give me the info. Like the one time, the heart attack. Oh my God. Remember I told you, I'm like, I'm getting this. And I'm like, remember? And then she's like, oh, but he died of a heart attack. I'm like, hell yes, he did. Of course he did.
I'm about to have one too.
Exactly. I'm like, I did not need to feel it to know it. It's like, whatever. So yes, I totally get it. If you are, so yes. And folks who may not understand what empath means, it means you feel you feel the energies around you. So if somebody's sitting in front of you and they are sad, you will feel the sad. And sometimes you feel at a higher degree. But the worst part is you won't even know why you're feeling it necessarily at first. You just feel it and you're like, damn, that person's radiating that. The other thing is that you feel the sad and the bad parts far more than the good. So it's like, damn, if you're going to give me the one side, give me the other. Well, it doesn't quite work that way. You don't really feel that exuberant high, but you will feel those low lows. And so often, if you are an empath, we here have talked about over and over again how you protect yourself. You put on that golden cloak, that Christ-like ball, whatever you want to call it, because everybody has their higher power and they have questions about I don't care who you follow, what your higher power is. No matter what, you put on a ball, you put on a cloak, and you surround yourself and totally encase yourself. And when you walk into a room, it'll bounce those feelings back. So you don't have to own them. So Melissa, if you are an empath, then you should be using some of those exercises to put on those protections. And I'm telling you what, when you walk into a crowd or a party, if you're an empath, if you don't know you're an empath, but if you walk into a crowd or a party and instantly you feel all kinds of crazy emotions and you're triggered, which is why you don't want to go to parties, you just found out you're empath. So if you're watching this and you're somebody, again, who had a terrible time during the holidays every time you went to a party, it's probably because you're an empath. And so this may be the first time you hear it. If you are an empath, and if you now finally hear that you are, and now you know what it is, then you can take protection steps and still enjoy a party, because you can put that around you, that protection, and then walk up to somebody and then you can visualize them coming into your sphere and you can have that conversation with them and be one-on-one and okay with it. Again, you control the access to you. That's what you do. So if anybody out there who is an empath and wants to know more about how to protect yourself, let us know and we can go into it deeper. But from this point forward, unless somebody really needs that, then we'll move on, because I don't want to bore everybody. But again,
one other thing, Don. One of the things that Tina used to tell us, you just tell your higher power, I don't want to feel that emotion anymore.
Yep.
I don't want to feel everybody's emotions in here. This is my peaceful time. You know how we tell people, oh, like Tina says, oh, you can't come into my bedroom. She tells spirits they can't come into her bedroom. So you tell you before you go to this event, I'm coming to this event. Spirit, God, higher power, however you say it, I don't want to feel everybody's emotions. I don't want to
Yep.
be overwhelmed with emotions. I'm putting this shield over me, and I'm asking that only my emotions be felt in here, and that you reflect everything else away, or that you send them the love and the light that they need. But I don't want to feel their emotions. I don't want to gather their pain or their sorrow or even their joy. Like sometimes people can be overly joyful,
Yes.
and you don't want that either. And so you control it. The like you don't have to feel anything that you don't want to feel. You literally control everything because you have that power. It's again that mind control, that self confidence to believe that I can control this. If I don't want to feel it anymore, I don't want to feel it anymore. If I'm having a bad day, I speak it into a good day, or I put on some something funny that gives. I know my triggers, and I know the things that stop my triggers from being triggered. So if I'm having a bad day where I'm in a slump and I'm in a funk and I don't want to people, then let me go and put on some comedy because I need to laugh and I need to raise my vibration. Remember, your guides are up here. They're not coming down here to where you are. You need to come up to where they are. And so you put on whatever raises your vibration. If it's music, if it's movies, if it's getting outside and walking, if it's sunshine, if it's water, whatever it is that raises you up to the next level, then that's what you do. But you also tell your higher power, I don't want to feel this anymore. I don't want to. I'm not going to feel it anymore. And then that way they do all the work. You're asking them to do something. I mean, you're trying to physically do something that your higher power can do for you easily, easily. So,
Yep.
yeah.
And I don't, and it's interesting because like Angie was saying, I do have, I tell my spirit guide, my gatekeeper, not my spirit guide, my gatekeeper. Your gatekeeper is somebody who controls access. So they control the access to to whatever, to you, right? And so I tell the gatekeeper at night, no one's in the bedroom. No energies come in the bedroom unless I invite them in, because maybe I'll have an issue I want to deal with. Maybe I need to deal with an accounting issue. So I'll say, hey, go out and find me an accountant, somebody who's very good at accounting, and then send them my way. You know, and those kind of things. But generally speaking, I do not allow them to come in. I don't want them to come in, because I don't want I don't need that in my dreams. I don't need that in my life, in my sleep. I want to sleep. And so, and she'll do it. My gatekeeper is Emily. Not everybody knows a gatekeeper. I didn't know mine for years. I didn't have to, and nor do you. The name is not important. It's their role. And if you reach out to them, they'll take care of it. So again, if you are empathic, like Angie said, tell your gatekeeper, hey, give me some protection. Control the
Don,
access
if you
here.
can post that, I don't know if she can see it, but black tourmaline, that is something that I just looked up, and it said this crystal is believed to be grounding and protective and is often used to absorb negative energy or block negative energy. So if you go into a place and you feel all these people's energy, then you can carry black tourmaline around. You can buy a necklace that has black tourmaline on it. You
A
can buy a
bracelet.
bracelet. Normally have a bracelet that has obsidian on it because that's my grounding, my protective one is black obsidian, and then it may have some tourmaline on it. It may have some other crystals on it. So I get bracelets that have it on there. It's fashionable. Nobody knows what it is. There you go. Um,
Yep.
Shauna makes bracelets, so you can get
Yep.
bracelets and jewelry that absorb energy, and then that way it takes on all the negative energy. You take it off, and then you clean it with some selenite. You just set it on the selenite wand, or you set it out in the sunshine to clear out all the energy that is gathered throughout the day. But you decide what kind of energy you're going to absorb. Use your resources. We're not telling you anything new. We're literally telling you what your ancestors used. They didn't have therapists. They didn't have all this extra stuff. They had the herbs, the minerals, the sun, the moon, and the oceans and the water. That's all they had. So they use the things around them. And these crystals are known for absorbing negative energy or protecting you or putting some kind of barrier on you. Tiger's eye is another one that is great. So black obsidian, black tourmaline, um, And
Hematite.
tigers are very good for absorbing energy, but then you also have like other things that give you clarity of mind that can get rid of all that confusion that you're going on, like amethyst and quartz and things
Hmm.
like that. So just look up, literally all I did was Google crystals
Hmm.
that absorb negative energy, and they'll tell you what it is. So just go
Yeah,
ahead
and
and
this bracelet is good for that because it's amethyst, so it helps clarity of mind. It's hematite for protection, and it's the black obsidian. It
oh my
is.
gosh, I love a black obsidian. And that is
Yep.
pretty. Look, that's
It,
all me
it
because
is.
that's my birthstone. I'm gonna have to go look at
Yeah.
that.
So
And I love a
this is a
bracelet.
good
And
bracelet for
nobody even
protection.
knows. It just looks like a fashionable bracelet that's on your arm. And
Yep.
lo and behold, it's produced, it's
And
taking up all of that.
if I'm not mistaken, this one is it's really reasonable too. If I'm not mistaken, I'm gonna try to bring it up.
And then also one of the things that another one of our psychic squad members taught us was that you can you can take a crystal with you and assign negative, you can assign people to that crystal. So like I have this little crystal right here, and I have this person, Sally from work is always, jab, 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 and she comes in, she's negative, blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna put Sally in this little crystal. I'm gonna put her in this little room over here. And so I'm gonna take all her energy and put her over there. So this crystal can absorb that energy and they can place her in that room because today I don't want to deal with Sally and all of her drama and everything she's going into. So I'm gonna assign Sally and all her emotions to this little crystal over here. So
Yeah.
that's what you can do. There's so many different ways that you can get rid of things or you can absorb things because being an empath is overwhelming if you don't know how to deal with it. But if you know how to absorb that energy, deflect that energy, and send it back to its source, like it's been days where I'm just like, something don't feel right. Like I'm collecting somebody's negative energy, and I'll say, I'm sending this energy back to the source. And I used to, it depends on how I feel. Like sometimes I'll be like, I'm sending it back to this source and I'm asking that you return it in love to the person or to wherever it came from. But sometimes I'll say, you know what? I'm sending this energy back to the source and I want them to feel it twice as hard as they were trying to give it to me. So I'm
Yes.
sending it back regardless. Either you take it in the light that you were trying to give it to me and the negativity that you were giving to me, you can take it back, or I'm going to send it back to you in love, but I send it back to you and I don't keep it. And that's what you have to learn how to do, how to absorb and send back the energy that you don't want to have.
Yeah. Now this specific bracelet is on Amazon for 11.99. That's very inexpensive for bracelets. So
How much is it?
11.99.
Oh no, that isn't. Oh, that is.
Yeah.
You need that link, Don. You need to send me that link. Brolick, you said, is there a special meaning to a bracelet breaking after a while? I was told if you wear a bracelet and it breaks while you have it on your arm, it's done whatever it was supposed to do. It's protected you to the point that it doesn't anymore. Because I had a bracelet and it was a protection bracelet, and I literally was just blah blah blah, and it just disintegrated. All the string broke apart and all the beads fell off. And so I was told that that meant that, and you can look it up if you want. You can believe it if you don't, if you want to, but that it's done everything it's supposed to do, and you can get another one, or you can you can give those back to the earth. You can do whatever you want to do with the bracelet. But once it breaks, I was told that it's done everything it's supposed to do. It's giving you the clarity or the protection, or it's absorbed everything it's supposed to do, and you need to get another one now.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And by the way, if you're on Amazon, you may want to click on this link because somebody that we all know has written a book, has a book for a while, and we're giving you some attention again because we've kind of forgotten a little bit on the wonderful work that Angie put together. This is an amazing book, and it's coming from her experiences. And if you ever have Angie, if you're ever graced with the opportunity to listen to Angie give a talk on the book, on her journey, on psychic work, on anything, you think she's funny. Here, I'm telling you, it is wonderful to sit and watch her. The time goes by so fast before you know, you're like, wait a minute, holy crap, it's over. It's like, because the last time she was talking, I'm like, Angie, uh
Exactly. I kept saying, "Is my time up? Am I done? Do I need to stop?" Because I can go. Once, listen, and you want me to talk about me? Oh, I can go. I can go about me. You never Angie, can you give a 5 minute speech? You only want 5 minutes? You need to let
yeah,
me know
five
when
minutes
we
ain't
get
gonna
to
work for Angie.
4:30 so I can wrap it up.
Yes. So this is Angie's book, by the way, and so it's a great book. You guys should read it. It's an easy read. It's not one. I love this because it's very flows comfortably, flows naturally. It's not somebody who tried to play with words and make them be somebody she's not. Again, by watching Angie here and by knowing Angie, when you read this book, you're reading with Angie talking. You can hear Angie talking in this book. It's like, man, she's talking to me. I'm serious. So folks, if you're looking
And I
for
wanted
something,
it to be funny to, because I think,
yes,
I think I'm a comedian. So I wanted it to be a little bit funny because it was me actually walking through the pain of the situation. It was my leaving religion to go into spirituality. So, shutting down that foundation or your foundation cracking, it's the whole experience of your foundation cracking and you finding your new source of enlightenment.
yeah. So if especially, hey, it's a cold time in the U.S. right now. You're sitting at home. You're getting out of the snow. You're getting out of the cold. You want something to do. What better way than here? So check it out. Check out the link. You will not be displeased. And it's interesting because a number of us have written books, and every book is different than the other. But this one here is probably the most humorous book I have read in some time, and it's the most. I I will say genuine because again, Angie doesn't hide it. She puts it out there. You just like, damn. I mean, you're like, wow. She lets you in and sees the machinations and not sugarcoats it. And I think that's wonderful. I'm sure it was a hard piece of work to do because you have to let that wall down, and you didn't let the wall down. You blew it up. You're like, hell no, come on in, come on in. you know.
Oh, there is a lot of listen. If you see the actual written words, there's a lot of water spots on there from just tears and tears and tears because it was hard, but it was also very cathartic. Like I really let go a lot of
Yeah.
emotions and I grew in that couple years
Yeah.
that it took me to write it. I really really grew. And Kina always says it's the book that you needed when you were going through
Yep.
it because I used to look at self-help books and they would be like, well, this is the situation and I prayed and now I'm all better. Well, what happened between I prayed and I got all better? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you were going through it. And some of those days were hell. And this is the hell of it. This is saying, even though on those days that you want to cuss and fuss out and, tell the Lord that you're not happy, go ahead and express those emotions and then move forward.
Hmm.
So it's all of that. It's the day to day. Some days it would be like, you know what? I got this, Lord. We about to battle it through. And then some days it'd be like, Lord, if you don't come get these people and me too, and Lord, I don't want to wake up tomorrow. Like it's all of those emotions all the
Yep.
way through the journey to enlightenment.
Angie, I still say you should take the time and you should do the audio book for this in your
I
voice,
do want to
nobody
do
else.
that. I so want to do that.
Yes,
I do. I
yes,
do. I
you
do. I
should.
do.
And
That
the
is
good
my
part is you
next
can
move.
record it over
And the
time.
written version because it's still only
Yes,
digital. I still want to do the written version of it where you can print it out, and I still want to do the audio version because I think that I'm like Michelle Obama when I read.
exactly. And that's the good part, folks. By getting the digital version, you don't have to wait for it delivered. It's delivered right to you right then. So you can order right then and just boom, download it and start reading and start enjoying.
Listen,
And you'll realize,
KDP on
sometimes life is.
Amazon will make you an author in a minute. KDP, it's a lot of work, but it's worth it because you
Yep.
own everything and you don't and all the profits come to you except for whatever portion that Amazon takes out. Like I
Yeah.
loved it. It was a lot of work. And literally another psychic that I have been watching online, she did a reading for me and she felt all the pain that I was going through. She was like, I don't know if you tried this, but I did a couple books on Amazon and she gave it to me and I just muscled through it. I let Kina read a couple versions. I let a couple other friends read versions of it as I went along. And it was just literally me battling through and learning how to do it. And it was just another thing that I learned how to do to help me get over this situation. Divine timing, divine timing.
Exactly. Exactly. And then we also have one other person who did a book in the group, and that's Miss Susan. And this is Miss Susan's. All she's doing is she's in this book. She's giving you the keys to the castle. She's helping you to understand how to start with and work with your psychic abilities, your other abilities, any metaphysical abilities. So if you're doing the cards, if you're doing mediumship, if you're doing whatever, this book helps you do that. And this is Susan Grayson. She's on Tuesday mornings, and she's a sweetheart, but she is somebody who, again, put 40 years of her metaphysical work into a book to say, hey, you can do this too. This is how you start. If you want to do this, if you want to be a reader, this is how you do it. If you want to be a medium, this is how you start. If you want to do this, if you want to do this, if you want to do pendulum, this is how you do it. If you do ruins, this is how you do it. The good part is, and it's a very rudimentary book to help somebody get started in that spiritual thing.
And
So
you know
there
what,
you go
Don? I
too.
love that she called love your spiritual gifts because people think that once you get into it, it's just sunshine and lollipops and the gates of heaven open up. You don't always love your spiritual gifts. Sometimes I'll be like,
Exactly.
listen, I'm done with this. Don't talk to me no more. Don't come back talking to me. I'm done with this. I don't want to do it no more. So learning to love your spiritual gifts is something that you really actually actively have to work at doing. Loving all the things that you hear, the things that you see, the things that you feel. If you're an empath, this is teaching you how to love being an empath or love learning how to control it to the point where it's an enjoyable experience for you to move forward. So I love Miss Susan's book and how it teaches you really to love your spiritual gifts because we don't always
Exactly.
love them.
Yes, and that is important because it yeah. There's times where you can
Exactly.
hate your spiritual gifts.
No words can describe it. Sometimes it's just like,
It's like, what have I done?
yeah.
What the hell? Open up that little box. I don't know. Put it back in, but you can't put it back in. Once
Yes,
you make
and
that
what I'm
connection.
waiting on now is Don's book, these affirmations, baby. Because let me tell you, literally listening to Don and Shauna live is how I got into believing affirmations. They literally were doing a thing and we're talking about it. And I just said, well, shit, I'm gonna do it. And I did it. I literally did what they said and I believed in it. And it's been full speed ahead since then. Like no holds bar. And you couldn't you'd have to fight me to not believe in affirmation now. Like I literally believe in it based on just listening to Don and Shauna talk. And Don's book will be just everything you need to know about affirmations, like unleashing the magic of listen, that part right there is me. Unleashing the magic of affirmations. Literally, my very first time believing in it, trusting in it, and doing what they said, it literally was unleashing the magic because I did what they said, I got what I asked for, and it was just like, wait, this really worked. Like they ain't just whistling Dixie. This is for real, and it actually worked. And listen, this book is going to change your life as far as believing in affirmations and getting you to understand the power of it. A lot of times we don't understand the power of it, and it's literally what the Bible says: life and death is in the power of the tongue. Speaking it
Yep.
into existence. What you see in your head, you could then behold it in your hand. It's just literally believing in it and unleashing the magic of it. Don, that is the perfect subtitle for unleashing the magic of affirmation. It is just
Yep.
the best. Oh my
Well, I
gosh, I
appreciate that. I appreciate that. I was working on it again today, finishing doing some more editing and moving some things, and it finally got. It's close. It's close. It's close. I'm telling you, I'm excited. I'm very excited. So it's
yes,
close.
I'm so excited.
So
So excited. Firsthand, like I listen, the book ain't even out, and I'm telling you, firsthand experience with it, and it worked. Literally worked. Don, we need listen. I don't know. We need a show so we can just tell these people because they all think they be believing us. They really don't be believing what we be saying is true. And it's just as simple as words. It's not like we went out and paid somebody to do a spell for us or to teach us. Literally, we're giving you so much free information that it is beyond belief how well
it
it
is.
works for you.
It is. And then if you want to get your stuff together, stuff together, don't forget there's one more of our folks who have put together it is a resource that if you are somebody who needs to kind of find your stuff and put it in one place and then therefore help you organize it, this is it. It's plan your dreams and align with stars. The thing is, it's called Astro Soul 2024. This document, this book, it's a planner. And what it does is it breaks down every month and talks about each of the astrological things going on in that month. So you know in advance when retrogrades come in. You know in advance when you're having a full moon, a new moon. You're knowing when these other astrological events are happening, which again, as they happen, astronomy is astronomy. It is real. We can't change how things are happening. We can understand, though, how that then triggers us with our signs, which is astrology. And so the astrology allows us to connect and understand what's coming, and we can plan for it. But more importantly, in this planner specifically, it actually gives you 5 intriguing questions at the beginning of every month to make you think a little deeper than just say, okay, do I feel zen this month? Do I feel bad? Do I feel good? No, no, no. She's getting into, so she makes you think. And I love it because she poses those questions. She gives you the calendar on one page with all the astrological things happening, and there's little signs, and then she explains the signs. Then she gives you the crystals and the gems that equate to that month. And then she gives you the questions, the 5 questions that help you dig a little deeper. And then you have your planner on a weekly basis. And what you do is you can put your goals on a weekly basis. And then you go back and you review it and say, did I make my goals by the end of the week? I mean, again, it's some place to put your thoughts down to
And
give you
that's the
direction.
best part, Don. Your goals. I love to check something off. Said I was going to do it. Said I was going to do it. Said I was going to do it. That is the most thing. It's organizing your day in a way that you didn't know. Listen, and I love the way she says astral soul, because she uses the things that are already available to us, the stars, the moon, the sky, all that stuff, all of that astral stuff, crystals, and all the things that we have access to guide you through being a better you. That's the best way I can say is being the better you.
Yeah. So folks, this is something that you may want to look into. I would say not may, you should look into. I'm not saying I can't tell everybody that you operate in planning or whatever, but if you are somebody who needs to get your act together and you know that you're a bit messy and that you don't keep track of things, this works. I have this myself. I bought this as soon as it popped up. I bought it and I use it and it does help me. It helps me focus. It helps me keep on target and keep on track. Because you know what? It's interesting when you write something. It's amazing how if I tell myself I'm going to do this by whatever day, when that comes, I didn't tell anybody but the universe, right? But if I wrote it down, it's like, oh damn, now I got to hold myself to it.
Now somebody watching over my back to see if I did it. Well, you didn't cross that one off. Hey, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. It's
Exactly.
accountability. This is accountability.
Accountability.
Did you do
Absolutely.
it, Angie? I did it. I did it.
Absolutely. So if you have time, if you're looking for some directions, and it's only $20, I think it's like $20. It's nothing, and it's a digital download.
Workshop this week on writing on doing
a vision board. A vision board.
Vision board. I couldn't think of the word.
Yep.
Yes.
And there's 2 days left. I'm sure if you join and you can attend tomorrow and the next day.
Did you hear that? Free.
Yes. I'm sure that Shauna would send you the first 3 days that you missed a little link so you can catch up, which is nice. So this again is another one. So there you go. Yes. And I've been attending. The first one I missed, and the second one I attended until my technology went crazy. And she sent me the links, and I've watched them, and I'm like, man, benefit. That's all I can say. And the price is right, free. You can't beat the price.
Listen, y'all, we giving y'all so much free information. Like every last one of us. One of us is on every single day except for Saturday. Sunday through Thursday or Sunday through Friday, one of us is on every single day. And we give you so much information because we just have so much that we want to share. And we want your journey to be positive, and we continuously want to raise the vibration. So don't think that we are doing any of this just like, oh, we just want to make so much money. We literally are trying to enlighten you. And a lot of stuff that we give you is free. And some of the products that we do, like it costs us a labor of love to get it done. And so we do have to put a fee on it. But mostly we're giving you so much free information that you should be the best you that you can be. Listen, exactly. When I say Sonaria, I love that she is doing this. We have been on Sonaria for so long to move forward and to let go of things that no longer serve her, and to see her excelling like this literally gives me joy. Like not even just like, oh, okay, whatever. Real joy that she is doing so well. I just love to see it.
No, that's so true. I'm glad you pointed out. We revel in other people's successes and their movements forward and stuff. We love it. And it's like, and that's like each other. Folks, when you see Angie on here, you see Sean on here, you see Bonnie, you see Susan, Julie, we lift each other up. If somebody's getting a little bit of something and getting notoriety, hell yeah, we celebrate it. We don't say, why not me? Oh, no. That's not who we are. Our group doesn't do that. And that's that Tuesday group. That's that Tuesday evening group where we give that free class, once again, free. But we all support each other. We all encourage each other. We lift each other up. And the good part, and it's interesting how, you have little friend groups, and there sometimes you get the friends who are kind of like, you can have a good moment, but not too good, because then I'm going to have to kind of, and you're like, okay, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm not telling you something y'all ain't heard already, because you know who I'm talking. You already got the friend's name in your head. You know what I'm talking about. That's not, this group is like, man, wow. If you're doing something, people want to help that. If you're moving forward, they want to help you in that momentum. I mean, the good part is we all celebrate in each other's successes. We do not tear each other down. And that's wonderful to have. So when you see that, when we tell you that we're happy for you, we truly are happy for you, because we just like, wow, this is fantastic. And when we love success, because we believe and we know that if we have successful people around us and they're moving forward, their energy is attracting to us, we're attracting to them, we're raising up. If anything, you all help us raise, because you're bringing that energy to raise us up too. And so everybody wins, nobody loses in that manner of success, because again, the success is a shared thing for everybody. So know that that is real. That is exactly real. When she said, when Angie talked about the scenario, yeah, when scenario was having a rough time, it was like we were there with her. And now it's a good time, we are there with her, and we are thrilled for her. Absolutely. So there you go.
Angel Wright. What you didn't ask a question, but immediately when I read your question, are you giving readings? They showed me you in a boat, and they said, "Where do you want to go?" You're in a boat, you're by the dock, and you're about to be pushed out. And they say, "Where do you want to go? You want to go north? You want to go east? You want to go south? You want to go where do you want to go?" Your higher power is ready to send you where you're wanting to go. This is an emotional thing, because anytime I get water, it's emotional, but it's also transitioning you from chaos to calm. Are you ready for the new you? Are you ready for this peacefulness that you're asking for? And they're saying, where do you want to go? So, Angel, right, where is it that you want to go? What is it that you want to have? They're saying set your intentions. This was just a new moon. Did you set your intentions for what you want to achieve, what you want to accomplish, or what you want your higher power to bring to you? So your higher power is saying, hey, where do you want to go? What is it that you want to have moving forward? And so they're showing me you, and it's nighttime. So there's something, you're either trying to relocate at night, like you're trying to relocate and you don't want anybody else to know, or you're making some kind of travel or moving plans. So, Angel, they want to know where you want to go, and it's good that you're keeping it quiet. You're not really telling anybody about it, but your higher power wants to know, where do you want to go? What is it that you want to do? They're showing me the 7 of Pentacles, which is you've planted the seeds, you've put all the work in, and now you're waiting for your harvest to come up. And so you're saying, well, where's my harvest going to come up? Is it going to come up here? Is it going to come up here? Is it going to come up here? They're saying wherever you go, your harvest will come up. You've planted seeds all over, your harvest is ready to come up. So where is it that you're trying to go in order for you to receive this harvest that you're looking for? Um, they're also showing me the 5 of Pentacles, like you're feeling left out. You're feeling like you lost some things. You've had a hard time, and they're saying, if you see right there, there's the key right there to the door. There's a key. There's a lock. But you're not paying attention to that. You're feeling left out. You're feeling unloved. You're feeling like nobody wants to help you. And they're saying it's right there. I put it there. I'm even shining the light on it. Do you see the help that I'm sending to you? Do you see the key right there? Look, literally, get up, pick yourself up, go pick up the key, put it in the door, and receive your blessing. Where are you trying to go? What is it that you want? You would probably do good to do the vision board workshop that Shauna is doing, because it's teaching you how to visualize and accomplish your goals and see them and work toward them. You may not even know how to set your goals or how to decide what you want or how to make a list of what you want. This is Shauna teaching you how to do that. So I would definitely recommend you go to Shauna's workshop. It's free. You can't beat free. Free, free, free. So go ahead and do that. But they're showing me that you need to concentrate on where you're trying to be, not where you are. Don't concentrate on what you're losing or where you are or where you think that you are, because this is a mindset. You're thinking that you're in lack. You're thinking in a poverty mindset. So if you think so, as a man think is that's what he becomes. So if you think that you're in poverty, you're going to remain in poverty. If I think that I'm in abundance, then I'm going to move toward abundance. I'm going to attract abundance. So right now you're attracting negativity. You're attracting. This is a new year. You should be excited for the new year and all the opportunities that are coming for you. And they're saying, "What do you want?" And so that's what I'm getting for you, Miss uh, Angel.
Angel, 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 angel.
You're not trying to take a trip to the Dominican Republic. I'm preparing myself for the trip to the Dominican Republic. I'm going to the Dominican Republic. Take trying out. Trying is a future that may never happen. That's something that could possibly never happen. What you're saying is, I'm going to the Dominican Republic. I'm preparing for my trip to the Dominican Republic. I'm getting ready. I'm going. These are all positive things. You're not trying, you're getting ready to go. You're preparing for your movement. And they're
Exactly.
showing me the boat, so you obviously are going. So that's all I have for Miss Angel.
Yeah. Angel, what's up in your relationship? Are you in a relationship or are you looking? Because I'm getting some. I'm getting some energy about a relationship, and it's like I'm getting a man who 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 hmm, who doesn't really um, he sees yeah, yeah,
Walking away.
yeah, he sees you as less than. It's like this energy of somehow you're I don't know, it's like it's frustrating because it's like it's he it just I don't know, and it's not he's not healthy for you. It's not healthy for you. He's kind of blocking. I got you and your path, and he was like in the middle. So like he's bringing some energy that's blocking you from your moving forward with your path. And again, he sees you as young. In other words, he kind of sees you as he doesn't give you. I just don't get the respect that you deserve from this person. And if it's yeah, and it's interesting. Are you in a relationship or is this a yeah, I don't know. Are
A
you in a relationship?
relative or something like that.
Yeah,
Those are all relationships too. It doesn't have
yeah,
to be a romantic. It could be a father figure. It could be a coworker, just anybody, a relationship. So
yeah. And it would make sense if it was a father figure as well, because again, it's putting the child, because the child energy versus the father, and he thinking she's not doing what he wants her to do, that kind of thing. But that's the kind of energy I'm getting. Angel, are you
when
still
you
here?
said he thinks you're less than, I got immature, like a childlike energy, like he thinks you're immature.
Yeah, exactly. The child, like, yep, the page, the
Oh,
yep. And again, he's a very dominant, very powerful kind of energy. He'll run right over. He's like that kind.
I love that card, Don. The
Yeah,
power in it, the red in it. Oh my gosh.
absolutely.
She
Just
said
started
she's
a new
been waiting.
relationship. That's what she's saying. Just started a new relationship. Well, yeah.
This is
Be
you that
careful
you've been
about
waiting.
the,
Like,
the
listen, one thing that Alicia says all the time, don't turn red flags pink. It's a red flag, and you're thinking, like, oh, well, it's not that bad. Yeah, sometimes he gets angry and he fusses, but it's not that bad. Oh, okay. It gets worse and worse and worse. Don't turn red flags pink. If there's a red flag, it's red because it's supposed to be a red flag.
yeah. I mean, that's just. I hate to tell. Look at that. Just don't send out the wedding invitations yet. Okay, that's what I'm. Just don't send the wedding invitations out, and then talk to Bonnie. Let me talk to Bonnie. Bonnie has give you the whole script on this because Bonnie, this is her belly whack. Yeah, I
But
just
this, I feel like this is more, this is you feeling that um that poverty can be more in just financial. It could be in all aspects of your life. I don't feel fulfilled at work. I don't feel fulfilled in my relationship, in my personal life, just whatever it is. It's a lack mentality. You're feeling like you're not receiving what you're supposed to have.
oh my goodness, do you see who's online?
Natalie? Oh,
Fabi.
Fabi. Oh my gosh, hey
Fabi.
Fabi.
We love Fabi. Hello, Fabi. Nice to see you. We adore Fabi. Oh my gosh, it has been too long.
Listen, go to her Facebook page because she has some beautiful cakes on there. If you want to order a cake, go to Miss Fabi's page and order a
Fabi,
cake.
put your pace.
Purple cake
Type
she
in
just
your.
had was beautiful.
Oh my gosh, yes, Fabi. Type in your Facebook page so people can go to your page. This woman, not only is this woman so super sweet and so nice, and she has some serious metaphysical skills, but she makes amazing cakes. I love the ones for Mother's Day that had the rose on top. Did you see those? Oh my gosh, they were so good. But yes, go, Fabi, if you could type in your Facebook page so people can go to it, that would be wonderful. Check her out, folks. If you're in the Phoenix area, you definitely want to be reaching out to her for a cake because she does amazing things. Also, again, the cupcakes, the little things for the Mother's Day, all kinds of wonderful things. She has skills. And her daughter, oh my God, her daughter is just as sweet as she is. I mean, the both of them are so sweet. So there you go.
Angel, if you want to know if this new person is right for you, literally, this is what I told my guides when I started online dating. If there's anybody in my path that is not right for me, or that is not who I'm supposed to be with, to remove them. And when I say they started dropping like flies, and my higher power don't play, literally, and don't be afraid to let go or walk away, because I got the walk away card, and for me, that's, you haven't done it yet, but you're saying this is an ex and this is a new person. But don't get goo goo eyes over somebody um before you know who they are. Like, get to know who they are before you say you're dating. Learn who they are and what it is that you like or dislike, and then go ahead and ask your higher power. If this person isn't right for me, then remove them, and then let them go. A lot of times we'll ask for our higher power to remove something, and as they're trying to take it away, we're holding on to it with a death grip. And they're like, "Do you want me to remove it, or you want me to leave it for you? You want this thorn in your side, or you want me to pull it out?" So once you say this prayer and you decide that this is what you want, then allow your higher power to do it. You don't have to take our word for it, but this is the energy that you're residing in. So that's what we got for you.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's good.
All right. Well, who's next, Don?
I got to show you this though. I got to show everybody this. Let
Oh,
me
the
see if I
cake.
can. Yeah, I got to share the screen because I just pulled up so people can see. Look at this. Can you see it?
It is. Oh my gosh, Fabi made that.
Yes, Encanto. Is that beautiful or
Oh
what?
my gosh, that
You
is
know?
so nice.
Yes. And look at this one. Happy Thanksgiving.
Oh my gosh, those are
Look
beautiful.
at this one. This one's so
Oh, it
playful.
looks like a
It
cartoon.
does, doesn't it? When I first saw it, I'm like, is that like two dimensional? And it's like, no, it's real. Oh my God, I love it. I love it. So this is Fabi's work, folks. I mean, this is wonder. Look at this. Look at
Oh
this,
my gosh.
folks. Is this
Bobby, I will
amazing?
be calling you for a graduation cake for the kids. My son
Yes,
graduates in May. I definitely need you to make a cake. Oh
yeah.
my gosh, that is
The skill
beautiful.
set. Look at this. The '90s. See that
Oh
taper? See
my
this tape
gosh.
cassette? The cassette tape. Oh
Ooh.
my God, the life. I mean, this is wonderful. I mean, her work is phenomenal, folks. I mean, it's just wonderful. So I love it. I love it. And again, when you're supporting local, which is also important. There's Fabi as well. You're supporting local, and look, she won these competitions. I guess the contests. I love it. But you're supporting local, and you're supporting a very wonderful person as well. So you're not
Oh my
you're putting your money in the right place.
God.
Look at the crystal there. Isn't that amazing?
Oh my gosh, it does look like a crystal. Oh my
Yeah, it's like a
Fabi, you are
geode. It's like looking into a geode. It's phenomenal. I mean, this is a creative woman. This is not just. I mean, this is amazing. Look at this.
oh, it lights up. Hot dog.
Isn't that wonderful? So there you go, Fabi. We love you. And I mean, look at this. Look at this flat. Look how beautiful is this cake, right? But look at it, funny. I just all kinds of wonderful stuff. So yeah, reach out if you're if you're if you're in the Phoenix area, you got to check out Fabi. That's it, right there. So we love her. And hopefully somebody can test that link that I put up and make sure it is going to the right place. Because I can't test it from here. This way the software works, it doesn't allow me to test it from here. But if you guys could test it from where you are, click on that link and let me know if it worked for you guys. That would be perfect. I'd appreciate that. And who are you reading, Angie? I'm sorry.
I didn't read. We just finished Angel Right.
Oh, okay.
Relationship stuff.
All righty then. All righty then. Let's see. Um, who am I drawn to? Did we do Irene R?
No, we never did. And I told her
Irene,
a
are you?
long time ago we would do it.
Oh, did you? Irene, are you here? Are you still here? Who is here that wants a reading, by the way? That would help too.
Oh, Brolic says he. I feel like that's a he. Oh, Irene's here too.
Oh, she is here. Okay. Let's give Irene a little attention. And she's paired on your side, Angie. Nice.
Oh, well, hi, hey, Irene.
Don't forget, folks, the way you can pay us for this is hitting those like, share, subscribe, follow,
Right.
all those buttons, whichever buttons on whatever platform you're on, hit them hard, hit them hard. Fabi says she'll take a reading if we don't mind. Absolutely, Fabi. Absolutely. We'll get you after we get Irene. How's that?
Hey, pretty unique.
Oh my Lord, what's happening, Irene? Jeezy whiz. You got all this sword energy around you. Are you have you been rethinking things? Apparently, I mean, have you been going through something that has made you real? Yeah, there's an Eight of Wands here as well. So yeah, you've been rethinking some things. Things just aren't working the way you anticipated. And Irene, have you said a few things a little rashly? Maybe not intending to cut so deep, but somehow sometimes your tongue can be a little acidic, a little swordish. So because I'm getting this feeling of again of a confrontation, of an argument, and I'm getting some words said in haste that was maybe not intended to be that way, and you wish you could take them back. Um, yeah. And was this a work situation, or was this somebody who I don't know what exactly that energy is, but it seems like there's something happening in work or in reference to a career or in reference to maybe a business that you're again. But I'm getting exchange of words, and I'm getting some seriously hurt feelings. Um, yeah. And is the person younger than you, or are you the younger person? Because I'm getting younger, and then and it seems like you were kind of exhausted, or you were kind of again you've been pushed to the point where you just kind of let it go, and again you really could have held back, but at that point you didn't. Yeah, I'll take care of it.
It's on my side. I got it.
Okay. Anyway, so yeah, which is again, there's a change coming. There's a change coming because of this, Irene. But yeah, it's like again an attitude. It's like you got you got some attitude. You got it's telling me you have some attitude, and it comes sometimes it comes out a little too much. It's like a little more aggressive than some. Not everybody's used to that attitude. It's kind of like this northeast attitude, and some people don't take kindly to that because they can't take it away because they're not used to it. I don't know. Anyway, whatever it is, you need to work on it and get beyond it. You need to get beyond it because there's a 3 there, and so you don't want it to hold you back. And once you deal with it and move on, you're going to be happy that you did. Okay. My building manager painted my mold in my house. Kids got sick. I went off. Okay, there you go. Yeah, that makes sense. And you kind of made an enemy there, but again, you can recover from this. This is not unrecoverable. It's just that again, you were pissed, and I don't blame you because it's your kids and it's mold, and it's like really painting over it is not going to fix mold. So I totally get it, but there could have been a different way to do it, and you know that now, which is okay. So go out and plant the seeds. Make sure that they understand it. And again, I think the manager probably again isn't used to your more acidic delivery and the way in which you kind of again it's like I get a northeast kind of attitude, and they really aren't there with that, and so they took it a little more personally. They took it a little more tighter. They took it a little more yeah, a little more personal. I'll just leave it that way, you know. So just kind of have a conversation with them, smooth their feathers over. You don't have to say you're sorry because in this situation it's not that so much, but it's just that them understanding that you now have an agreement. You have an understanding about how the things need to work, and that they need that, and that that next time hopefully you can work together in another time where things work out differently, that kind of thing. Because don't leave this hanging over your head. Don't leave this hanging in the situation. It's just not healthy for you. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, and ultimately they're going to come back and fix it. This is the page of one, so you're going to get noticed that they're going to come back and take care of it the proper way. So don't worry about that, and that's part of that healing process. And again, you have a choice. You can leave it as it sits and take a risk that it festers, which is that red side, or you can take the blue side, as in what, we need to move on from this. I don't want it hanging out there negatively. So that's what I'm getting from you, Irene. What you got, Miss Angie?
The only thing I can hear is um Smooth Sailing, that song, but I think it's the Isley Brothers. Nothing but smooth sailing tonight. Anything that you want from me is my delight, or is your delight tonight. So it's either you're going on a cruise, or whatever it is that you're asking for, the universe is saying it's going to be smooth sailing. You're going to receive it. So I don't feel like it's a cruise. but it could be. So I feel like it's just going to be smooth sailing. Whatever you're asking for, you can have it. It's going to be smooth sailing. You just have to ask for whatever it is. And I asked them, I was like, can you give me some cards to match? And they were like, just say that part first. So I had to say that part. And then what did I get? The Six of Swords, smooth sailing, transitioning from chaos straight over to tranquility, to peace of mind, to a more restful, peaceful, happier thing. So you're leaving chaos and you're going over. So the Six of Swords, swords is thoughts. You're going from a mental space that is chaotic, that is overwhelming, and like Don said, you're kind of tired. You're trying to overwhelm by it, and they're taking you to a more peaceful place, smooth sailing. They have you in a boat. They have you transitioning over, and it says nothing but smooth sailing. So whatever it is that you want, you can have that. But are you ready to move over? That's what they're asking me. Is she ready to ask you? Are you ready to transition to that, or are you so deep in the chaos that you don't want to move on? That you think that you can solve everybody's problems, or that you can fix this situation? And they're saying no, you can't. You may need to just move on and find something new. The Nine of Swords came out twice. When I first started your reading, it came out, and I put it back in there. And this is that restlessness. This is more swords. This is you thinking, keeping. This is keeping you up at night. This is just some thoughts swirling around in your head, keeping you from focusing on what you're supposed to focus on. And then that Eight of Cups came right back out. Y'all saw me shuffle over and over and over again. That Eight of Cups came back out again. You need to move on. This is all water. This is all emotion. You need to move on. Well, the swords are thoughts, though. That's air energy, and that's that movement. That's that mental capacity holding you back. So you got this right here. Normally this is a card, it's nine swords on the wall, and it's you sitting up in your bed holding your head like this, because it's keeping you up, it's keeping you from sleeping, it's keeping you from concentrating, it's keeping you from moving forward, it's keeping you from focusing. And you need to move on and let it go so that you can progress forward. And what they're saying is you need to let all of this go, all of these thoughts that are holding you back. Release all those things that no longer serve you, so you can move on, so that you all you got is swords. Knight of Swords. That's that fast moving. That's that thinking. When you said you went off on the kids and popped off, this is you just popping off. This is you moving without thinking. This is you rushing in and just being very uncontrolled, and just moving forward swiftly and fastly without thinking. And then you got Justice. This is that balance that you need to balance everything out. It's more swords. All of your stuff is swords except for the one Eight of Cups, and the Eight of Cups is just moving on. All these thoughts are holding you back, are imprisoning you, keeping you mentally locked down and from seeing clearly moving forward. They're telling me to tell you that you really do need to go and get some amethyst, because it'll give you the clarity, it'll give you the sense of mind that you need. And when you're having a bad day, you could just hold that amethyst and rub it, and you could just get the clarity you need. You could roll it in your hand, you could rub it in your hand, whatever you need to bring you that peace, because you need something visual, you need something tangible that says, here's the clarity you need, here is the peace that you need. And that's where you need to focus on. You are too stuck in the mental, you're too stuck in solving everybody else's problems, and it's wearing you out. And they're saying you need to move on. But before we take you to this new place, are you ready to move on? Or are you going to stay back here and let these thoughts overwhelm you and consume you? Or are you going to, and then you keep exploding on people without thinking? It's that uncontrolled energy that you're having, those uncontrolled thoughts that are causing you to just, kind of let loose on people. And they're saying, is this what you want? This balance? This is what you can have. This is the justice. This is us coming in to help you. But are you ready to transition to it? Are you ready to move on? I like the way this unfolded for you. This is
It was
beautiful.
perfect. It was read straight through. I
Perfect.
love it.
And it walked right through what you were saying, Don. All
Yep.
that mentalness that she's holding on to,
Yep.
move forward. Regardless of whether you're a Libra or not, literally you need to move forward.
Exactly. Super. Hopefully, Irene, that helped
Oh,
you.
and she said she is planning a cruise. There you go.
There you go. Very nice. Very nice. Very, very nice. Maybe we are psychic. I don't know, Angie. What do you think?
Listen, we might know a little bit of something. Look, the heavens might actually be speaking to me sometimes. And I listen.
Exactly. Lord have mercy. My system is a bit locked up. I don't know what's happening here. I was like, hello, wake up, wake up.
Oh,
Hello.
Fabi. I know that was the next person. So while
Oh
you're
yeah.
fixing that, I'll just get into Fabi's energy.
Yeah, if you could, that'd be great because I can't seem to change.
I literally heard go for the gold, Fabi. And they're showing me again. Like I know I've read read you before in class, and I also see you in a little diner or in a restaurant or in some kind of place opening your own shop, and they're saying go for the goal, go for the next level. It's time for you to expand to another level, and it gosh, they're showing me that same thing again. You being in that bakery, it's all empty and there's chairs and everything set up, and it's just really literally it's like Willy Wonka pushing the lever up and getting the chocolate factory started. That's literally what they're showing me is the chocolate factory being powered on. And they're saying go for the gold. You need to go for the next level because you're ready to expand. And I see you just being so nice to people coming in, giving like anything that you have left over for the day, giving it to charity or giving it to like a homeless person or something. Like you're so nice and you're so giving, and so everything is balancing out for you. You're receiving, but you're also giving. So they're showing me that Six of Pentacles, and then the other thing I got was Seven of Pentacles. Listen, I like that. This is all the things that you planted, and now they're growing up. Look at your abundance growing up. I love these cards. I love the way they interpret it
Yeah.
because these are all the little seeds you planted, all the hard work you've done, and look at all those roots that you have, and it's just coming up, and it's just about to be abundant and wonderful for you. They're saying 2024 is your breakout year. They're literally showing me, like, you know how like say an NBA team is coming out and they have that big piece of paper and then they break through the paper and bust through out into the floor. That's how they're showing me you tearing through. This is your breakthrough year. Your 2024 is your breakthrough year for you to move to the next level and have the joy. Like do the things that give you joy that you really love doing. Because I feel like whatever you're doing in your regular career, it's not exactly what you love, but this is what you love. And it's time for you to break free from what you don't love and to do what you do love and allow them to put the extra on it because they're showing me the magician card. Just go ahead and move forward, and then they'll put the magic on it in whatever direction you want it to go. So that's what I got.
And I want to take leave one more time to show folks again 2 cakes that she does that I just thought is phenomenal. And look at this. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm hoping you can. Look at this Modelo
Oh my
cake.
gosh, a Modelo cake.
Isn't that look? It looks like it's bubbly, and see the
It
bubbles and the
literally looks like she's pouring it out. Oh my gosh, Fabi. Bob,
yes.
listen, you're saying you feel stuck, and they're saying you're only stuck because that's where you're mentally putting yourself. They're saying just expand out. They're literally showing me you having so many orders that you're not even going to know what to do with it. Oh my
Look at
gosh.
this. Isn't this amazing? I mean, it's
Listen,
just
people, I know all these holidays are coming up. Listen, can you do me some chocolate covered strawberries too? Because I know you can put a nice spin on that too, Miss Bobby. I know you can do some stuff. Just some chocolate covered strawberries for Valentine's Day. No, I don't have no Valentine's. These is for me to love me or for my birthday. Miss Bobby, we need to talk. I need to order some stuff.
absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, it's amazing. I love her work, and she does some like spoons and things with I just amazing. So yeah, there you go. Let me see what I get for Fabi. Let me see.
Hi, True Me.
Fabi, the struggle is internally. Again, you're struggling with yourself about, and it's interesting. Look at the fives, 2 5s, 5 of swords and the 5. And this says you're struggling, and this says drop the swords already. Stop the struggle. Stop the doubts. Stop it's like it's in your control to be able to kind of like put it down and stop the struggle, and it will happen. Look at this, the tree of life. The tree of life. So at this point, the reality is that you need to manifest. You need to start doing affirmations, and you need to manifest and tell the world what you want, because again, all things are possible. Now, it's not going to be necessarily a straight shot to where you want to be, but again, you can start the process forward, and you're going to everything that you touch will lead you to where you need to be. Okay, and that's what this is saying. And so again, first of all, again, just stop the struggle and say, you know what? I'm going to focus instead of go and move forward. Start using affirmations and sending to the universe what it is you want. Tell the universe exactly what you want. And make sure when you do affirmations and you say it in present tense of where you want to be. If you say that I want to live in a big house, I want to be in the big house on the hill. You say, I'm loving living in the big house on the hill. Again, I'm loving my new bakery. I'm loving the space. I'm loving the success of my bakery. I'm loving that my bakery has taken me into planning, party planning. My loving, because I'm getting party planning. I'm getting event planning. I'm getting the fact that, yes, you do wonderful cake work, but I get this feeling that you're moving into a planning process as well. So where I see you doing some event planning, I see you doing something beyond that, more than just just what you're doing now. And so I can see you doing parties. I can see you doing weddings. I can see you doing graduations. Don't be surprised if that comes along. With that, though, again, I'm seeing you bringing on some social media people. I'm seeing you bringing your family and friends along to help you on the social media side to get that word out there. I'm seeing a quick jump in learning to plan and structure events and making the connections for tables and chairs and linens and those kind of things, the things that the minutia that drive other people crazy. So I see you taking this. I see the cake being the jumping off point, the bakery being the jumping off point. But I see you moving into events and event plannings. That's what I'm seeing. And I'm seeing you move into, and I wouldn't be surprised and this encompasses food too. And I would be looking at general food patterns, not just any specific type of food. I'd be looking at general foods as well, because I can see you doing events with food and you being the person who does the food, because I just sense that you love cooking, you love food, you love flavors, you love messing. And I can see the visualization on the plate. With those cakes alone, I can see how you would plate something and you would make it a very visual and stimulating thing. You wouldn't be just a piece of steak and some broccoli. It would be steak and some different colored peppers, and so that you have color and you have like a sauce underneath that highlights it and flashes back at you. Again, I can see, I just see that so much more. So don't think about where you are now. Think about you and having and running and how successful you are in your catering business and your event planning business. That's where I'm seeing you move forward to.
Don, oh my gosh, as soon as you started reading her, I literally saw her like standing at the door, passing out what looks like to be like an itinerary or some kind of a program for something, an event that people are coming in, and it's just people walking in the door and her just handing these out. And it's just, if it's either a menu or the program or whatever it is, but I literally saw her. So party planning is so on that. I saw, and it was a big event venue that
Yes.
people were walking into, and she was standing there handing them the things that they need for to go into what they were doing. And
Yep.
literally all I kept hearing them say was, you can go as far as your mind will take you. We've already blessed it. Are you going to walk into this blessing? Basically, like, are you just going to take the chance and do it? Like literally, when I said I took the chance with the affirmations, I said, I mean, what could it hurt? It's not going to cost me anything to
Mm-hmm.
believe in it, and I believed in it. And
Yep.
literally, that's how they're showing it to me, Bobby. Is how far is your mind going to take you? You can go as far as your mind can take you. If you think this is your ceiling, then this is your ceiling. If you think you have no ceiling, then you have no ceiling.
If you can believe it, you can achieve it. Yep. I really do believe it. And Fabi, next time that we do a psychic fair, I'm going to let you know in advance. And what I would suggest to you, and you don't have to do this, it's not a requirement, it's not, and you don't have to pay me back in that sense in that either by coming. But I believe that you could, for on one of our psychic fairs, you could you could come and be a vendor and create cupcakes and cakes with maybe the astrological signs or with some metaphysical stuff on them and bring them. And I know that, I believe me, people get hungry at those fairs for one, but if they're buying a product, a beautiful a beautiful cupcake or some cookies that are decorated or a cake that is made in the metaphysical way, with metaphysical whatever. I mean, think about it. You
Could you
have a
imagine one
tapped
of her
market.
cookies with the tower card on it, or with
Yes.
the lover's card on it?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, absolutely. Those kind of cards on those things, it's like amazing. And people would buy them. They'll snatch them up because, again, a lot of people come and spend hours there and they get hungry. And guess what? We never really have food at those events. And so guess what? I can tell you that I'd be hitting up the cupcakes and the cookies even though I shouldn't, because I'm like, damn, this is
Listen,
here.
A Pisces cookie.
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
buying that. That's all
Absolutely.
me. I'm buying a
Yep.
Pisces
And
cookie.
don't forget the scorpion.
Exactly. I'm buying all of that.
So Fabi, I'll
The
let you
next,
know next
listen, the
time.
next fair is in April, Fabi. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yes.
Listen, look at Julie. Everybody's chiming in like, where you at? Are you ready, Fabi? It's February. April 6th. Is it down 6th? Is it 6th or 7th? The next
Julie,
fair.
what day in April is it? I
It's
don't.
in April, so
Yes.
be ready, Bobby. Get your mind ready. Get them cookies, them zodiac cookies ready. Oh, she said that's her birthday
There
month
you
too.
go.
Literally, as far as your mind will take you, is as far as they'll you can go. Print your
Absolutely.
cards out. I literally heard print your cards out. Do you have business cards? I heard print your cards out. It cost me $11 to print my cards out at Staples.
Yep.
Simple.
Saturday, the 6th of April. Yep.
Yep.
So there you go. Yep, Fabi. I
Oh
mean,
yes,
really,
it's
I will
nothing
keep you
like a
informed.
party.
I hope you can join us, and I know that you will sell out your product. You will. The products will sell. I guarantee it. I
Oh
really
my
do.
gosh, Curly Girl said a moon phase cake. Oh my gosh, full moon, new moon,
Could you
quarter moon.
imagine a
Oh,
round cake with the yin and yang sign? Even a cupcake with
Mercury
the yin and yang sign.
retrograde cakes. We're like, oh, we're against it. We just go eat that right on up and be done with it. No more Mercury retrograde.
Exactly, exactly, exactly.
She said
Oh
she'll
my,
be ready for the fair. Yay! I love
very nice.
it.
Yeah, that I think that would be a wonderful thing, and we would appreciate it, and you would get some connections from it, and you would get some other things too. So I think it's a win-win situation. There you go.
Oh, she says she's excited now. I love it. Listen, when we say community, and the one thing we always tell people, when you have a talent or something, you need to surround yourself with like-minded people. Bobby was from our Monday night class that we used to go to in person, and just surrounding yourself with people who gas you, who make you, you know what I'm saying, who make you believe in yourself and be like, I could do this. Literally, all this we're doing right now, and she's just like, you know what, I can do this. I am ready to do this. We're ready for it, Bobby. Just come on with it.
Absolutely. And tell Nelly we said hello. It's been so long
Hey,
for her too.
Nelly. Oh my gosh, it's good to see you or hear from you about you too.
Yes,
We're
absolutely,
excited. I'm ready for some cake in April. That's my sister's birthday. Listen, I'm ready for some cake and some
absolutely.
cookies.
And
Oh my
Angie, and
gosh.
you heard Angie talk about nothing but bunt cakes. So you know how she loves her cake. So Lord have mercy,
Listen,
she
cake,
knows.
cookies, brownies, banana pudding, souffle. You bring, I'm
Lord have mercy.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so this Brolic person, I when I saw his question, he said something about his spiritual development. I literally saw a statue of you. A statue of you, and then I saw you open the back your back up, like the back your back was opened up, and you stepped outside. No, spirit opened your back up and you stepped out of the statue. So the statue is a representation of you. You're not being your true and authentic self. Either you don't want people to know you have abilities or what your spiritual development is, and you're hiding it and you're being something that's not true to you, or you need to step outside of the of who you are, of the stiff you that has no feelings and their emotions. Step outside of that person and become the real you, because literally it's a statue that's shaped just like you, and then the back of it is open, and then you walk out, but you don't walk out confidently. You kind of walk out, you peer around the corner, and then it's open as wide as it can go, and then you kind of walk out of that. So you're not being your authentic self spiritually. And they're saying, when are you going to step out and walk around and look at the real you? It's like once the inner you comes out and walks around, it looks in the eyes of the statue and it activates you, and then you enter back in through the center. So they're showing me the death card. That's a spiritual transformation. And the death card they're showing me is from the true heart deck by Rachel True, where they it's a skeleton and they're breaking open the bones and they're pulling the true you out. So what they're saying is you need to pull the authentic you out and stop pretending to be who everybody wants you to be, and be authentically who you are. Regardless of whether people accept you, you will attract the people who accept you for who you are and not for who you pretend to be. And then they're saying your higher power can't help who you pretend to be. You if you're going to say that you're blessed and highly favored and you're not, then they're going to say, okay, well, you're all good, you don't need anything. But if you're going to cry out and tell your higher power that you need help, then they're going to help you. um Oh my gosh, you got all swords again. It's all head energy too. And I really did reshuffle these again. and what you got was that Nine of Swords again, but you also got the Two of Swords where you need to make a decision. You're not seeing things the way that they're supposed to be. So you see these little, this right here, this blindfold, you're not seeing it. You're at a stalemate. You're at a position where you're not making a decision. You're refusing to make a decision. You have the information, but deciding not to choose to go left or to go right. And they're saying is that you need to oh my god, that you need to make a decision either way. So you're stuck here complaining about not being able to move forward, or you're tired, or you're mentally exhausted, but you're not making a decision to go either way. You're either going to walk toward the light, or you're going to walk away from the light, but you have to decide, and whichever way you decide, your higher power is going to go with it. If you decide that you don't want to walk to the light, into your soul fulfillment and into your enrichment and the spirituality, and you're going to walk this way, then they're going to let you walk, but you have to decide which way you want to go. You can ask for help, you can ask for um, guidance on which way to go, but it seems like you already know. You just are refusing to make the decision. You're at a stalemate. You're at an indecisive place, but it's a spot where you're choosing not to decide, not where you don't have the information. You have the information. This is your thoughts. You know what to do. You're just wasting away in the pain of it, instead of the joy of moving forward toward it. So that's what I got for Brolic.
As you kept saying, go to light. I was going, Carol Ann,
Go
run
to
to
the
the
light,
light.
Carol
Carol
Ann. Go
Ann,
to the
go.
light.
I couldn't help it. My mind was there. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. For those of
He
you who
says
don't
he
know,
tends
that's
to
from
overthink.
Poltergeist, the movie Poltergeist. And I love that movie.
Don, I love all three of them, and the third one was just awesome.
Yes. And then I love it. I love little Tangina, whatever her name is.
This house is
Yeah, she
clean.
does that little, this house is clean. I love her. I love that
You want to
whole
scare some
movie.
act right into them kids? Show them that movie. They go get themselves right on together, or tell them you'll put that in their closet. You get some act right then.
Oh my gosh, I'm telling you, folks, if you've never seen Poltergeist, I'm not sure there's anybody out there who haven't. But if you have not, you should watch the original. The original is the first and best. And
Yeah.
once you watch it, watch whatever you want of the other Poltergeist. But you got to watch the first one. It is Steven Spielberg at
My
his
favorites. I
finest.
love that movie. Oh my
Yep.
gosh. I will never forget that movie. I
And
love it.
and you will fall in love with Judd Nelson. You will, I mean, not Judd Nelson, Craig Nelson, Craig T. Nelson. You'll fall in love with the dark haired woman. I can't remember her name now. Remember, she was in The Big Chill, and she was the mother in that one. Oh my God, she was great. Again, good stuff. That movie is amazing, amazing. And then Tangina, who is the little
He
lady.
says he loves that movie. See?
Yes,
There you
yes.
go.
That movie has lots of energy, and it's like, oh my gosh, it's crazy. Her name just keeps bouncing around in my head, and I can't. It doesn't seem to get out. But it's Jo Beth Williams. Jo Beth Williams. I'm almost certain that's her. I think Jo
The
Beth Williams.
scientist or the wife?
The wife, the dark-haired wife.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, Jo Beth. I think her name is Jo Beth Williams. And if not, then that's E.T.'s mom, and I got it backwards. But I'm almost certain that's the one, Jo Beth Williams,
I love
because
that movie.
she
Oh
was
my
in she
God.
was in the one I just mentioned before. Damn. Anyway, where the guy died. Remember, it was Kevin Costner's first role in cinema. The other movie that I'm talking about. It was Kevin Costner's first role in cinema, and they cut him out of the movie, and all you see is The Big Chill, and all you see is the wound where they were stitching him up for his funeral. And so he went from being a small role in his first role to being a wrist and a suit coat being pulled down, and that's in The Big Chill, which was
I
again
bet
Jo
they
Beth
hate
Williams.
that.
That was another one that had amazing actors and actresses in it. Glenn Close, one of her first roles.
Oh, I love
I
her.
love Glenn Close, absolutely. And of course, the guy that played in the Fly,
Oh,
the dorky dude,
I remember that movie.
and he was dorky in that movie too, by the way. Jeff something. Anyway, and then oh yeah, a really good movie, a great movie. Mary Kay Beth,
Mary Beth Kay.
Mary Kay Williams, or it's the blonde. I can't remember her name.
Oh, Jeff Goldblum. That's what he
Jeff
said. Jeff
Goldblum.
Goldblum.
Yes. And then there was the guy who did he was like the Joe Cool dude, and then the dark haired guy who's done so many things afterwards too. Anyway, it's a great cast, an amazing cast on that movie. But that
Hey,
was not
Omar.
Poltergeist. I just got sidetracked there. Great movie. But yeah, Glenn Close, and it's one of my favorite roles for her too. She hit it out of the ballpark on that one. She's great. So who is next?
Did we finish Brolic? We did, yeah.
We did. How about Charvet Stocker? That name looks. I'm not sure I've seen that one before. Charvet Stocker, you are next. Do you have a specific question, Charvet? Am I saying it right? Charvet Stocker. Do you have a specific question, or is it general, or what?
And tell us how to say your name correctly.
Oh my gosh. You reminded me when you said, tell us how to say the name, about Leslie Jordan. Remember, I've told you that joke before many times.
Listen, I love his little self. Oh my gosh, he is so. Oh, I just love him, especially when he used to go on Will and Grace, and him and
Yes.
Karen would have it out. Oh, just loved it.
Karen Walker.
Is it Charvey? Charvet? Are you here, Charvey?
Did you leave already? Lord have mercy. All right, Charvey, then we just move on. That's all right. I won't take it personally. Don't worry. I won't be offended. Not at all. I think they did leave. Well, ain't that a blip? All right. So who's next?
Well, the person I see talking now is Curly Girl.
Okay.
You're welcome, Brolic. They're saying embrace your journey. Literally embrace your journey. And submit to your journey. Embrace it and submit. Curly Girl.
Curly Girl, I see that you did a change, did like, I don't know if it's a 180, or did we do a reading for you, Fabi? I thought we did. No?
She said for her son.
Oh, okay. Let's go through Curly Girl first. Curly Girl, again, I see that you come through a change. You went through a change. You went through a little bit of metamorphosis of something. Something made you change over the last few months, and it's been good for you. It's a good thing for you because, again, it's given you a new lease in life, a new way of thinking about things, the way moving forward. And I see that you are moving forward. I like this. Again, you needed a change. You needed to shake things up. And so, again, you were in a conflict. You were in a funky way, and this has kind of really changed things for you, I think, again, moving forward. However, don't get so tied down with details, so where you feel like you need to know everything. Don't worry about that. You don't need to know everything. And again, I got 2 5s, so you need to look up the angel number 55 because that's important to you. But I think you need to move. You need to keep moving forward. Don't get tied down in details. Don't get tied down in what you don't know. Just keep moving forward to finding your way through finding your way through, again, the feeling that you may feel like, oh, it's come too easy now, or you didn't deserve it, or whatever. Take the success, take the happiness, and know that you have earned it. Okay, you're finally getting back to balance. You're finally finding balance in your life, and I love that. And I put that card down quickly because I noticed it had a little bit of a little bit of something showing that people can freak.
Nakedness on there.
Yes, and some people freak out. You know how they are.
Ban us in a minute.
Exactly. It's like, boom, already. Really? Come on. Anyway, but anyway, so the good part is stay focused, keep moving forward, stay happy, stay joyous in the fact, again, that you've earned where you are. So let's not get into that negative space. Let's not get into that. Let's not allow ourselves to go in the negative space. And again, the destination is ahead of you. You are moving forward, so do not be dissuaded. Do not allow yourself to go into the dark space. Do not allow yourself to get into the self-struggle, okay? Again, you've come through that. You've persevered. So allow yourself to be happy and allow yourself to start counting the coins. Stay focused, okay? Stay focused and appreciate the fact that the change come. You needed the change. You needed the change. There you go.
Um, Immediately when we decided to do her reading, I saw a little girl right at the edge. So she's on a beach and she's right by the water. So if the wave comes up, it will sweep over you. And then there's a man, a father figure talking down, and he's saying, "Why are you bothering with this? It's ridiculous. Just leave it alone. Just let it go. It's not gonna last." And you're saying, but I want to do it. I enjoy doing it. And so it's you like building a castle or doing whatever it is that makes you happy, knowing that the water is going to come through and sweep it out and push it back, but you're going to make it again because it's what you enjoy. And so what the card that came up was the Fool. You falling in, take it, it's a new journey for you, and I feel like it's a self-fulfillment for you. It's you nurturing you and saying, I enjoy it regardless of whether you like it, regardless of whether what you want me to do. I enjoy it, so I'm going to do it. And so then it takes me onto this Hermit card here, and it's you going off on a journey alone and reflecting off all the things that you've learned along your journey. Okay, I learned this lesson, and how am I going to use that in my everyday life? Okay, I learned this lesson, and how am I going to apply that? But the biggest lesson that you've learned is self care and to nurture you and the things that you want to do, regardless of whether this person thinks it's ridiculous or regardless of whether this person thinks it's a good idea. I enjoy it and it makes me happy. And so now you're finding that joy in you and not making other people so happy and not falling to what everybody else says you do. Like you literally are not listening to this person. This person is an adult speaking to a child saying, this is ridiculous. Why are you going to do it? It's just going to be washed away. And you're like, I like it. I enjoy it. So I'm going to do it. It's you finding that inner voice, that nurturing ability to keep you happy. And so it's just acknowledging and confirming that you are. Oh, she says, I used to live by a beach, professional sandcastle builder. Oh my gosh. And that's maybe why the reason they showed it to me like that. And they're saying it's you finding the joy in it. Even if you know it's going to not come into anything, it brings me joy. So I'm going to do it. And it's just a confirmation of spirit to say you are moving in the right direction. And then I got the Two of Wands, and the Two of Wands fell out twice. So I'm going to say that this is a good thing for you. It came out twice. The Two of Wands is planning. It's usually them, like this is you looking out onto the world. The world is right here, and it's usually that person holding the world. And what they're saying is that you're looking out and you're planning it how you want it to be. These are all the possibilities. These are all the things that I can do. Twos are decisions. What do I want to do? How do I want to do it? I'm making plans for the things that I want to do. Usually the next card is the Three of Wands, and that's you waiting on those things that you've planned for to come out. That's travel, that's a movement. And so for you, they're saying go ahead and make those plans, go ahead and make those decisions, go ahead and move forward in the things that make you happy. That's what your focus is now. What makes you happy, and it'll take you to where you want to be. And so they're saying go ahead and move forward in the things that give you joy. And let me see if there's one more overall energy or any advice from spirit for you in this situation. Let me see what they're giving me. Hmm. I just keep hearing the word joy, joy, joy over and over again. And so that's what they're telling me is to receive that joy and to move forward in joy. That's where you're heading to. Okay. So you, like Don said, you've changed your mindset, and that's what they want you to do. Move forward in that joy and in that inner peace that it gives you, regardless of what other people think. And it'll take you to where you want to go. Like whichever way you want to go, you will know where you want to go. And that's what you're navigating to, your own personal joy, be it finance, be it relationship, be it career, be it whatever it is. You're finding your joy in it, and that's where they want you to move forward to. So that's what I got for you, Miss Curly Girl. Hey, Shaylee.
Super.
I
So
think
next
it's
we're gonna
Shaylee.
do Fabi's son.
Okay, what's his name?
What is Fabi? Fabi, what's your son's name? Santiago. Hopefully I said it properly. Try to do the accent thing there. Not very good at that. Sorry.
Is it does he sing or does he want to do entertainment? Because I feel like I first got the voice of somebody singing or saying something, speaking to a crowd, and it's like you, and so I got entertainment. So I
I was
get
getting
he's
DJ.
trying to move forward in entertainment.
I
Is
was
that what
getting
you got? Yeah,
DJ.
because I got some kind of sound or some. Okay, so I got him moving forward with whatever this is in media or entertainment that he wants to do, and they're saying go for it, move forward in it, pursue that destiny or that dream. Did I drop a card? Yes, I did. So I want to go to a new deck. But they're saying move forward in the light of whatever it is that you want to do. I really do see entertainment and success in that. And you being really funny. Does he also dance too? Because I see him dancing. Um, and I hear music, singing, um, entertainment, acting, pursuing his goals in that way. Um, but you have to make yourself more known. Page of Wands. That's information coming. That's good news coming about opportunities. That's growth. See the little buds on there? That's growth. That's opportunities. That's for me. Wands are business. That's career. That's things that are coming up for you. So this is good information that's coming up for you in that arena. I feel like you know where you want to go, but you're not sure if everybody is going to is going to agree with what you want, and they're saying this is your journey, this will give you what you want, this will give you success. They're showing it to me. I literally hear you singing. I can't get the singing out and the dancing and the entertainment and you moving forward with that. Let me see what this is. Hanged man. Like I feel like you're in a stuck position where you don't really know what to do and which way to go, but you're basing it on what everybody wants you to do. Maybe everybody in the family wants you to be a doctor or a lawyer or something else, and you're saying, no, this is what I want to do, but I don't really know if they're going to accept it or support it. And if they don't accept it or support it, am I going to fail at it? Or if I don't have the support, am I going to be able to move forward? And it looks like it is because it's what really gives you joy. Like it's literally bubbling up in you and spewing out of you, but you're suppressing it right now and you're not moving forward with it, even though that's what you want to do. They're saying not traditional. They're showing me the Hierophant card and they're putting an X through it. Don't go the traditional route. Go the route that makes you happy or that will give you the joy that you want to have. And that's how they're showing it to me for you and your success. And so that's what I got for him. King
I
of
got an
Wands.
ace as
That's my
well, ace of
king.
wands as well. So we both got ace of wands.
Yeah. And then that king.
My king was the cups. So he's looking for what's going to make him happy. He's looking
Leadership.
for a career that's going to make him happy. And the king is like, I'm flexible, but I'm still looking. I'm wanting to find it. Um, and he will be victorious at finding it. So don't worry about that, Fabi. He will finally find it. However, it's interesting because I feel like he's finally getting he's finally got himself lined up. He's getting his chakras lined up, and he's understanding himself better than he has in a long time. I think maybe if it's age or maybe it's situational, I don't know. But something has helped him to mature a bit in the sense that where he kind of gets a better feeling for himself. He still has moments of rash decision making, and that's going to be around a little longer. You got that too?
Oh my gosh, yes, and I put it back because I didn't think it was right. I was like, he's not impulsive like that. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
he does. He has a tendency from time to time to be impulsive and to go with something. Remind him always to stay with. Make sure he's getting his education. Make sure he's learning along the way. This is a time of growth, understanding, and learning. So even if it's not in a structured learning environment, make sure that he's always learning as he moves along. Okay, the kid's strong will, strong determined, and he's going to do fine. But he's got some time to go before he really gets to where he needs to be, the finish line, to decide where he's going. He needs to still try. He needs to take an inventory of what he's done, what works, what doesn't work, and how that can lead him forward. He'll find his path. The path is there. Okay, he's going to find it. He just has some more time to do it. And again, he's definitely lined himself. His chakras are lined up. He is connected, which is good. But most importantly, he's still wondering, how am I going to get there? Make sure he stays flexible. Make sure he stays open to possibilities. But the victory card is in front of him. So this is going to he will get there. Your kid's going to be successful. He's going to definitely find his way, and he's going to like what he does. And look at this, the Palace of Cups. Happiness. Happiness. I love it. So know that in long term, he's going to be fine. He's going to be fine. But
It's
again, he has
truly
some learning to do.
entertainment, Don. They won't let that go. They're showing me
Yeah.
entertainment is his route. He likes to make people laugh. He likes to bring joy to people, and that's truly the route he needs to pursue. I don't know if it's theater in school or some kind of acting, but he literally is into entertainment. That is where he needs to be going, and what they're saying for him moving forward. Like that's what brings him joy. All the other stuff he would be doing just to make others happy, his true thing is just being himself, just being naturally who he is.
Hmm. Absolutely. But you know what? It seems like Fabi, I love this. I don't think he can go wrong. I think that no matter what he chooses, I think he's one of those people that success will follow him. He will find it. Whether it's again, I think because of his flexibility, because of that King of Cups and so forth. Again, I just think that you're going to be very pleased to know that he is going to be no matter what he does, that one's going to be okay. He's going to be able to take care of himself and other people, maybe even help take care of mama some, which is wonderful. He's got it going on. But let him experiment. Let him go through the learning process. Let him try different things, and don't hold him back. Don't hold him back, because ultimately he's bright enough, and he knows what will help him to succeed. Just give him the leash, the loose enough leash that he will get there, and he will get there. He will get there, definitely, definitely. Okay, so
Um, Shaylee didn't ask a question, but she said she's going back to school for counseling in March. And literally, when I read that, they showed me you running, Shaylee, running full speed ahead, and then there's something chasing you. So your destiny or your purpose is chasing you, and you're running from it. So are you using school to run from what your purpose are, from what your purpose is? Because they're showing me literally you running from something, and it's chasing you down, trying to get your attention, and you're running from it, Miss Shaylee. So I'm not telling you not to go to school, but they're saying you're running from your purpose, or you're running from something that is chasing you down, and you cannot run it. The distance between you is getting smaller and smaller, and it's darkness. You're running in the dark, and you're running toward, and the thing that's behind you is shining the light on you. You're running from it.
yeah, and what's interesting is I wonder if are you looking for credentials? Is that, again, is it just like, are you trying to justify something and looking for credentials? It's not having having the masters behind you, unfortunately, will not fulfill what it is you're trying to, that void that you're fulfilling or you're trying to fill. The confidence doesn't come with the letters. I have an Esquire after my name. I never use it, but I can always put Esquire after my name. I have a JD, so I can always put JD. And if I'm in a teaching environment, I can use the word doctor because I have a doctorate. But I don't do any of that. It's not the letters that precede the name that has the significance. So if you're looking, if that's what is driving you, I'm not saying don't go to school. Don't get me wrong. I am somebody who's been through tons of school, and I love school and education. And my spouse is highly educated too. So Lord knows I'm not dissuading anybody from education. But what I'm saying is, when you go into education, make sure you're going into it for the right reasons. And if you are going into it to make sure that you just get a letter behind your name, unless it really has some value to it, as in your career will be improved or whatever, or maybe because you get a promotion, that's one thing. But if you're trying to validate something, which is kind of what I'm getting an energy of, it's more of a validation you say you really don't care about labels. I'm sorry, I don't quite feel
Don,
that
I'm getting
energy.
the same thing because they're showing me like the battery meter, and it's going down, 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 and they're showing me that's your cash. Your money is going down, 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 down. It's
Yeah.
not rising. Usually when they show me that, it's going up. Yours is going down, down, down. It's decreasing.
Yep. And again, I'm not saying that you're not genuine, Charlie, when you say you're not caring about labels. But my dear, I don't get that energy. I believe that you need the label to feel the label. If you're going to go to another level, another success, whatever, get the label, and your mind brings you there. And I don't think, again, I'm just
Right. And they're
saying,
saying you have no money now, and this is going to decrease it. This is just going to put you in debt. That's how they're showing it. It's just going to
yeah.
put you more in debt unless you're going to school for free. But they're showing me that's putting you in debt. And I was drawn to you. You didn't ask a question. I just read that. And they literally showed me that image of something chasing you down. So you can go to school. I'm not saying don't go to school, but I would also ask you to go to your higher power and say, what is it that is chasing me? What is it that I'm running from? What is it that I need to be running to? Because you keep looking back at it, and the light that is shining from behind what you're running from, not what you're
Yep.
running to. You're running to darkness. You're trying to escape something, and the light is shining on your back.
Yep. Yep. And again, there's also there's many components to an education. Sometimes it's the money, sometimes it's the amount of time and effort it takes to do it. And what that's an opportunity cost. What else would you have been doing if you weren't doing that? There are many things that come along with it. So you don't want to be here anymore, like here in the room, or you don't want to be where you are anymore. That could be going two ways. I don't know. You may not like what you're seeing, so I don't know. You know
I
what?
think she doesn't mean she doesn't want to be in the state that she's in anymore, like where she lives.
Yeah.
But
But how is hooking yourself up for 2 more years of a master's degree going to change that environment? I don't know. I mean, it's not my place to say. All I'm saying is that again, I would be looking closely at how at why you're making the choices
oh,
you're
you don't want
making.
to be on Earth anymore. Oh, okay.
Say
So is your
what?
master's going to take you to a new planet? I'm just saying, I was drawn to that energy, and they were showing me that you're running from something. You're trying to escape something, and getting yourself into more debt isn't going to do that. I'm not going to tell you not to go to school, but I'm just showing it to you how spirit is showing it to me. Okay. Well, there you go.
Yeah, Fabi, I think so as well. I think there's a depression situation there. But again, I don't think your education is going to fix your depression. I don't think your education is going to fix additional educations. If you need fixing, if you, and I hate to say it that way, but if there's some issues that you need to work on, getting a higher education is not going to fix those problems. I guarantee you, if
And you
anything,
just said you don't want to be on Earth, and then you want to work with juveniles.
yeah, yeah. No. So I don't know. I think, Shelly, I think you have some, yeah. I think I would be I would just be looking I'd be taking a closer look and making sure that for the right reasons you're doing the things you're doing. And before you take that leap, because it's a hell of an expense, a master's degree is a very expensive proposition and it takes up a lot of your time. So there you go. So there you go. There you go. Oh my
All right,
God.
there you go. Well, good luck, Shaylee. I hope that everything works out for you
Absolutely.
in the way that it is. And maybe I am not connecting to you in this moment, but that is what was being showed to me. And you didn't even ask a question. That's how they brought it to me. So I'm never going to sugarcoat it. I'm always going to give you exactly what I see.
Exactly.
All right. So who's
Exactly.
next?
Let's do
All
one
right.
more, Miss Angie. Which one who are you drawn to for the very last reading of the evening?
It was some. Oh, let me see, because it might be a love reading. Then I have to say I
Oh
love you
Lord,
back.
please no love readings. Folks, don't even think about it.
I'm afraid now because I feel like it's gonna be a love reading.
Now you planted the
Who
seed.
wants a general reading? Oh, is that Melissa? No, I feel like that's gonna be a love reading. No. Who's here that just wants a general, does not want a love reading? Oh, Kayla Stephanie. I've never seen her before, so let's go with Kayla Stephanie.
Okay.
Oh, look at all these people.
Wait a minute. Lord have mercy. This thing is bouncing off the walls.
Oh my gosh. Oh my
Jesus.
gosh. I'm so happy to see all these comments. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, Kayla. Let's see what you want. Kayla Stephanie. Don, if you get anything before I do, you can go ahead because I'm trying to get into her energy. You know what? I'm so in Shaylee's energy. I have to kind of clear that really quickly. Oh, crap. I didn't bring it. Did I take my wand out? What?
Not the wand. Not the wand.
Exactly. My magic wand. Let me get these other cards that they were showing me. No matter how many times I ask Spirit about Kayla, I keep hearing, I just want to be me. Like you're telling somebody you just want to be you, who you are truly and authentically. You are not, and you're tired of telling these people that you just want to be you. And literally, the card that came out for you was a world card, which is a transition. I like the world card because you're transitioning from one world, the old you, to the new you, which is also travel. So, whatever it is that you want to do, you want to be out free to go about and move and do what you want to do. So, the world card for me is travel, but it's also you transitioning from who you were to the new person. So, you're ready to become somebody else. And all I can hear is, I just want to be me. I just want to be me. And you're telling this person that, and they're trying to fit you into a mold that you don't go into. And so the Page of Swords is that curiosity, that wanting to go out, that explore, that adventure, that new mindset, that changing your thinking. You've decided who you want to be and how you want to move forward. You know, you've decided who you want to be. You just don't know how to move forward with it. And what your higher power is saying is just ask for guidance. They'll give you the guidance that you need. This is that sword. This is that new thought. This is somebody coming in with information, good news to help you to move forward in the light that you want to do it in. Um, Swords is air energy. It's the mind. It's the thoughts. It's that new thinking. It's you transitioning from the old you to the new you, and they really want you to move forward. Um, to move forward in the light of the new person that you want to be. I just keep hearing, I just want to be me. I just want to be me. And you're saying the same thing to people who are trying to fit you into a mold that you don't want to go into. This is a very emotional situation because it's the King of Cups, and this is a lot of emotion. This is a lot of thinking, and you haven't really got to that control of your emotions like that, or trusting your higher power to that degree. But you're in that Empress energy. You think you've discovered who you are. You think you're beautiful. You think that you like who you are. You like who you've become, but you just haven't decided how to move forward in the light of who that is yet. And I know you asked for a message for a loved one that's passed on, but I'm not getting anything from a loved one.
Who is this? This is
This is
Kayla.
Kayla.
Kayla. Kayla is the loved one. Hmm. Hmm. Is it your husband? Did your husband pass over? I'm getting a male energy. I'm getting a very strong male energy. So, are you married? And if so, was it a husband or was it a boyfriend that has crossed over? Ex-boyfriend. Okay. Okay. Do you have a child by? You have kids by him? Because I'm getting a child's involved. So, did you have a child by him? My daughter's father. Yes. Okay. 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 And he was a lot like me. He was kind of a bigger guy. That's a polite way to put it. He was not a small man, correct? He was a bit chunky. Um,
He was happy and loved.
yes, yes, yes. He liked food. He liked food, and so yeah, I'm getting that energy. Um, all right, 6'4". Okay, but he was also carried a little bit of extra weight. Really built. Okay, okay. Okay, so what's the Yes, he did. Okay, good, good, good. He has a strange sense of humor. He had a good sense of humor, but it was he could he had a tendency from time to time to say the wrong things at the wrong time. He's saying, um, and but he wasn't a malicious man. He wasn't a malicious man. He was a good old soul. Um, so he's Is his name Aubrey? No, he just told me his name is not Aubrey. I'm sorry. His name is not Aubrey. I don't know where that came from. His name, he's saying his name is not Aubrey. His name is not Aubrey, but he's giving me, I'm getting Aubrey. I'm getting Aubrey. My daughter is Aubrey. Okay. Okay. So that's why he corrected me quickly. No, my name's not Aubrey. Okay. So he was, okay. Good. Okay. And she's what? She's about 5 or 6, is it? Maybe, if even that old. I don't know, because he's showing me 2 daughters. He's showing me 2. So he has 2 girls. You only have, but you said he's a so okay. Let me make sure he
Wait,
gives it right.
Don, I have to say this. She said, "How do you know this?" After asking for a message from a loved one.
Okay, she's 6. Aubrey is 6, but 6. She's not. Okay, you have 2 daughters. Okay. Because I'm getting a second one, but older. Aubrey is not the oldest of the 2, right? He had a baby before he died. Okay. Because I'm getting again the older. Aubrey's not the oldest. There's an older one. But he was very connected to Aubrey. I mean, he was like very connected to Aubrey. And now I don't know how to put this. Not his, but no, he loved her. Again, yeah, I'm saying there was the 2. He showed me 2 daughters. Was this is his words. This is his words, not mine. Okay, so don't come at me. Don't give me the grief. Nobody. Okay. Is Aubrey work? Is she? Does she take some work? I mean, does she require?
A pampered princess is what I heard. Is she a pampered princess?
Yeah, she can be difficult, or she's a handful. Maybe that's a good way for me to put it. A handful. I'm just thinking like he's like, yeah, she takes work. She's yeah. She takes, yeah. No, my oldest is a handful. Okay. All right. Well, he's kind of indicating that Aubrey is a bit of a handful too, but that's, again, it could be me connecting and how I'm receiving it. I'm just telling you what I'm getting. Okay. Aubrey is a pampered princess. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Well, and some people would.
I heard the word pampered princess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, and some people would think pampered princesses can be difficult, but are a handful. Yeah, so lots of energy. I think that, and it's funny because he's like she likes to pose. She's like anyway. So she likes being the center of attention. But he loves his daughters, loves them both, and it's funny because Yes. Is this like close to like an anniversary of his passing or something? There's something about that, and about making sure that the oldest one knows that she is loved. Is she feeling like she's neglected or something, or she's not getting attention? Because I'm getting the fact he's like, again, there's some reason why he's in here, and it's focusing on the daughter situation. Again, one of the older and the younger. He's showing me that separation so much. But it's like a very much of a situation where there's Leah does feel that way. Okay, yeah, yeah. But what is the timing? Is this like a birthday of his, or one of their birthdays, or is it a passing or an anniversary of passing? Because there's some significance about why he's here, and I don't think it's just merely to pamper the oldest one's feelings about being the oldest one, or being left out, whatever. Anyway, the point is I feel like there's something else. Leah's birthday was January. Thank you so much. Anyway, 2 days ago. Okay, because there was a reason why he came in, and not only that, but again, he was showing me the difference, and he was focusing on her to say the difference, and how the little one gets a lot of attention, and therefore the big one sometimes. So yeah, it's her birthday. He decided in December. He decided. So he's not even been dead a month. Holy crap. Wow. Okay. Yeah. I didn't realize it. I didn't get the energy of a recent passing. He was so it's interesting because if he just recently passed, I can tell you that he's been back many times, because the old soul that he is very comfortable in this situation talking to me. And generally speaking, if you're somebody who is a younger soul and you cross over, it takes you a lot longer to figure out how to come back and visit. He didn't take him very long. So again, it's that old soul energy. He had an old soul. He was, and I think you were drawn to that old soul because again, you needed that. He brought you safety and stability. He brought you this feeling of you were protected, you were loved. Okay, and so that's the energy he brought to you. And again, because he was an old soul, that's why you were drawn to him very, very much. And know that he loved you. Know that he loves you. Again, he transitioned. He's not gone. He just transitioned from physical form to energy form. So know that you can speak to him. Know that when you're crying in bed at night, that he's there with you. When you feel when you feel something pushing against your back and you feel an arm come across you, that's him. He's there with you. He is not with you physically. He is there in a very energy form. So know that he's there. Yes, he knows you cry in bed. Of course, I just said that. Yeah. So know that, but don't be. And when you feel again, when you think you're going crazy because you feel him laying beside you, behind you, and putting his arm across you and coming underneath like this, that's not your imagination. That's not your wish to have that feeling. I'm telling you, that's him. He is there. He's comforting you. Okay. He has only transitioned. He is not gone. Okay. Talk to him, have the conversation with him like I'm talking to you. He's there. He's listening. Have the conversation. When you need to talk about the frustration of your daily events, when you need to talk about how you're missing him, when you need to talk about how you, what you're going to do and how you need to plan things, talk to him. He's there. He'll listen. And don't be surprised. He will send you signs. He will send you messages throughout the time. So you know what's going on, how it's happening. Okay. So do not, hold 1 second.
He can see, Kayla, that Aubrey is well looked after. He's coming to us. He's showing Don these memories, so he sees everything that's going on. We think that because they don't have natural eyes and they're no longer human, they can't see. Everything that Don is seeing is what he is showing Don. So he knows that the baby is being well taken care of. He sees he's a part of your everyday life. You've just removed him from your, you know what I'm saying? He can see everything. You're a part of his everyday existence, but he can't, you can't, you've removed him from your everyday existence. You're dwelling in the hurt and loss of him instead of the joy of his life. And that grieves them on the other side. They want you to celebrate their life, not languish and anguish in their death. And so he's coming to say, remember him in joy. Like if it was her birthday, did you do something that he would have done silly on her birthday? Did you have the food, the cake that he would have had? On my grandmother's birthday, we have cake, the cake that she liked, the food that she would have liked. So, what are you doing to celebrate his life instead of anguish of losing him?
Yeah. And remember, again, you don't see him. So therefore you feel like you're lost and he's lost and you're not. But again, because you cannot see him does not mean his energy is there. He is there. He's just not there in human form. So talk to him like you talk to me. Angie will tell you. Angie is a prime example. Angie came to my house and took my ghost. I'm not talking facetiously. I'm talking real. We had a spirit here. The ladies who cleaned the house, they told me eventually 3 weeks later, they said, every week we see him. He tells us who he is. He's there. He didn't tell us who he was, but he knew. And so Angie, when I was talking to her, she was like giving me every hint that she wanted to come over. So I'm like, Angie, you want to come over? Of course. So Angie came over.
I was in the car.
Her and Keena were like buzzing over. They got here. Angie spent about an hour talking to him, getting connected to him. And then, and so because I couldn't see him, does not mean he wasn't here. When Angie came over, he was here. And then eventually when we were talking, I was able to finally see him by looking in the mirror. He showed himself in the mirror. Angie had already seen him because she could see him without the mirror. And she was like, this is what it looks like. And when I looked, I'm like, oh, hot damn, there he finally is. And eventually he went home with Angie. So Angie sees him, but again, she sees him, she sees him, but I didn't see him, but that didn't mean he wasn't real. And sure enough, he was real. Your boyfriend is real. His energy is real. He is there, even though you cannot see him. Again, when he touches you, when he walks by you, when you'll smell his scent. When you get a scent, you're like, damn, he's right here. You know he's right there. Also, he's a very warm body. So when you feel, again, you feel warmth on your shoulder, on your back, he's there because his energy is a very warm, masculine energy that when he's right there with you, you'll feel it. Your temperature will drop. You'll be at one, not drop. Your temperature, you'll be at a dropped temperature, a lower temperature, and he'll come up behind you. Especially if you're going through an emotional time, you'll feel him, and you'll feel heat on your back, and you're like, "Whoa, where did that come from?" It's not because the furnace kicked on; it's because the furnace is him. It's that energy, and that happens a lot.
Kayla, what's with the I'm getting like the Burger King crown or king or Game of Thrones. Is that important? Like I keep seeing this like a crown on somebody's head like something like king or something like that. Or was Game of Thrones something cuz I heard Game of Thrones, but there's something like with a king with a crown, a king's crown that I'm seeing. So is that something like is that a joke between you two? Something about being a king or being your king or something like that, or being your ruler or something? There's something about being a king. He's showing me a crown and maybe Game of Thrones. Like those are the two things that are cross referencing in my that I'm seeing right now. Good night, Fabi. He's always there, Kayla. She said, is he there right now? You said you can sense him when he's there. But what is the king thing that he's showing me, Kayla? There's like a crown that I see on his head, and then I see Game of Thrones. So is it something with Game of Thrones or a king or something with a crown?
While you answer that, Kayla, let me respond to something you put. You said we were split up for a few years. He met someone else and not engaged or got engaged because no matter what he did and didn't, the love didn't die. The love didn't die, and he had enough love. But he's like, even if it's not a functional relationship, does not mean that when he's on the other side, he's going to be totally absent. That's just not the way it works, generally speaking. And again, he has so much love to give; he shares it unconditionally. So, so, um, so, so know that even if he wasn't with you in the last year, two, three, it doesn't matter. That relation, that love, that relationship, his compassion for you, that feeling of loss, he understands it, and he's going to come and support when that happens, as you're going through this. So it does not matter if you were enemies. Believe it or not, I have we all have energies that come and support us that we never even met in our lifetime. They weren't even here. I have 8 protectors. I have a number of protectors, but I have 8 different protectors who create a barrier around me that aren't even humanoid. They're not even humanoid. They come from a different, I'm not going to figure you guys out, but they're just not humanoid. I'll put it that way. They're not of this earth. Okay. And they never have been of this earth, but they protect me. Again, they own, I've done nothing for them. But yet they support and protect me. Again, know that the relationship, the love, the connection that you had is what bound you together. And even if you had issues, when they pass over, a lot of that stuff goes away because they can't carry that. They don't carry that negative. They usually let it go because they are love and light at that point. They are love and light and positive energy. Usually, that's how I see it.
Did he used to tell you to sit down? Because I feel like he's taking you and you sit like you're overly excited right now about the reading and the information you're giving me. And so it's like he's sitting you down and he's kind of kissing you on your forehead or tapping you on your forehead. And he's like, calm down. Because you're saying, I know he's there. I know I talked to him. But then you're saying, tell him I said. If you already talked to him, you don't need us to tell him. He hears you. He's letting you know that he does hear you. He does receive the information. You're just not receiving back from him. You think that when you think of him, it's just a memory. Sometimes they send these memories to us. If you smell his cologne randomly, that's him. If you hear his voice random, that's him. If you feel like if you want the favorite food that he had, those are all their ways of getting to you. They can't physically talk to you in the way that you're used to talking to. So these are all the signals and things that they send you. Look at my favorite music, favorite movie. Listen to my favorite song. So he knows that he hears you. You're not receiving from him um, in that light. But he's saying, calm down a little bit. I'm putting pressure to my forehead. you kissed him on the forehead. Okay, yeah, because that's how he's showing it to me. And then he's saying, calm down, like you're super excited and you're all not in a bad way, not overly anxious, but you're super excited about it, and you're not really kind of gathering it all, and you're going to be sad that you missed a portion of something that was said. He just wants you to kind of calm down and just kind of focus a little bit.
Hmm. Did you
Yeah.
do you have a tattoo? He just gave me a flash of a tattoo. Do you have a tattoo? Is it like, gosh, is it like on the, yes, and is it like on the leg, the ankle or something? I don't know. Um, it's interesting. His communication, the way in which he communicates is a little bit disjointed. It's like it's interesting. It's hit or miss. So it's I
He's
got to
so
try to,
excited, and he sees her excitement, and
yes.
he's sharing the joy in it. He loves that you. Did he have a deep, like, not necessarily raspy, but a deep commanding voice that when he spoke, you heard what he said? Like his voice seems very deep. Like it would, like if somebody gave the voice of God, it would sound like that, like a deep rumbling voice. That's how his voice sounds to me, like a deep male masculine voice. No, it feels like a deep voice.
Um, anyway, I just yeah, it's a good feeling. It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling.
She said,
So
"What tattoo did you see?"
I'm getting a one. I don't know if it's like I like a I don't know how you call it, like a palm frond or whatever you call it. It's like leaves coming out like this. Um, um, and now it's, and I don't mean to insult you, so please don't take it this way. But when you ask us to say something to them to get a reaction, or what do you see, it's like it's like parlor games now. It's like, and I want you to understand that this is not parlor games, and it doesn't quite work quite the way Hollywood says that it does, because we get information, but I do see like it's like palm fronds, and it's like different colors. It's colorful. It's very colorful. And is it on a leg or something? That's kind of the other thing I'm getting. It's like on the lower extremity. So if it's not, then it's like on the lower part of a wrist or something. That's kind of what I'm getting. So it's a feather with birds going out of it for depths I lost. Okay, that makes sense. Forearm. Okay, because it's like right here. Okay, that's what I was getting, here, or like on the bottom part of a leg. I couldn't. He was showing me, but it's difficult to understand exactly how it was meant to be. Interesting. And it's not just the thing itself. It's like little pieces also, like, because I'm getting this, and I'm getting like two or three things off from it. Is that right? It's definitely colorful. I see some greens and some blues, and some greens and some blues and some yellows, and it's like, yeah, I see that, but I'm like, I see this, and then I see like one or two or three little things like this. So yeah, interesting. Okay, well, anyway, he was showing me that. Did you get that while you were with him, or is that just something that, because he was drawing me to that, he was drawing me to see that, and I didn't know why. But anyway, just probably to give confirmation, to let you know again that this is him, that he is here. So go in peace, and go and know that you were loved. You were absolutely loved in your lifetime. Know that somebody did love you, and you have more than one person that loved you, because you have two children as well who love you unconditionally. Just know that he wanted to come in and to lift you up a bit, to help you understand. Don't mourn him. Don't mourn him. Celebrate his life. Do not mourn him. When you talk to the girls, make sure you speak positively. Make sure you reinstill that he loved them. Make sure that you reinstill in them that that it was all, it's love and light. Love and light. That's the important thing. Okay. So I wish you well with that. God bless, and wow, what a way to end an evening. Gee.
Exactly.
But when they come in, they come in. You know what I'm
I
saying?
love it.
All righty then. Jeezy whiz. Whew. Now I'm ready to I'm ready to relax. I gotta go hug my ghost. I have a ghost, by the way. When I say ghost, folks, for me, not the ghost that Angie has, which she took with him, but for me, it's my puppy, my little puppy who's not so
Oh,
little
ghost.
anymore,
Yes.
and her name is Ghost. And I'll show you a picture because that's the kind of dog daddy that I am. I took a picture the other day because I was cooking, and she knows when I cook that she cannot come across the barrier of the kitchen, of the countertop. So this is her. This is her on the other side of the island, just sitting there watching me cook, knowing that she can't come across that
Oh, I
barrier.
remember that picture. Yes.
Yes, that's a lesson she learned quickly because I'm like, oh no, we don't do that. Not in the kitchen. Sorry. I have some friends who actually let the dogs on the countertops and stuff. I'm like, no, 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 not no. Sorry, I can't do that. And this is her outside in the grass. She's a husky, so she has no issues with cold. She has no issues with wet, and so she'll sit in wet, cold grass. It was
Oh,
like it was in the
really?
30s and it was wet and cold, and she's just sitting in the grass like I'm good. It's all good. It's all good. So that's my little baby. That's my baby. And so there you go. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, with that said, we are done. Um,
A good night. I loved all the new people that were in there. Kayla, I hope you enjoyed your reading, your first reading from us tonight. You got a visitation. And again, be true to who you are. They're taking me back to that and they're saying, just be true to who you are because I keep hearing again, I just want to be me.
Terry T, you asked me about a crush question. You asked me about a love question. Of all people, Terry T, really? What's the deal between me and my crush? Just a quick yes or no. Pretty please. I tried making a move. Is he wondering if I'm swing the same way? Don, you know I'm use flattery, y'all. So pretty today. Oh, Terry T. Oh, I I don't feel the energy there, Terry T. I don't know if I don't know if he's seeing you in the same light you're seeing him. I just don't get it. And I wish I had a pendulum. I wish and by the way, Terry T, what you can do is if you have a piece of jewelry like a necklace or something, you can always take it off and charge it and say, I need yes or no answers. Test it with a yes or no that you already know to make sure you understand which way it goes. And then use your pendulum and ask the questions, which is nice on your own. You can do that. Everybody, you can do that, by the way. Pendulums work that way for everybody.
I got the Eight of Swords, like I'm feeling trapped, but um, because I asked what's the overall energy for you, and I got the Eight of Swords, but that's feeling trapped. But that's you feeling trapped. That's your own mental thing. You're putting yourself in this. This is your thinking. This is you thinking yourself into that situation. And the hangman, like, did it take you too long to make your move, or you're not making you're feeling stuck? But that's your own mental space that you're putting you in. I don't feel like that's his mental space. I don't read other people's energy, but I feel this is a mental space that you're putting yourself in. Like you've tied yourself up, you've made yourself feel this way. These are your thoughts, these are your feelings. And then now you're feeling stuck, like you don't know which way to go. Should I continue to move forward with him, or should I just move on and let go? And it's your own mental space that you put in. I don't feel like he gave you anything either way because he wasn't sure what you were doing. Are you just being nice because we're coworkers, or are you really trying to pursue me in some kind of way? Like, what is it that you think that you did that was making your move? Like, did you ask him to go for coffee or tea, or did you make a funny joke or something? But I don't feel like he got the signal of what it is that you were trying to do, and so you're a little confused because you didn't get the reaction you want. But I don't think that he thought that that's what you were doing. So I'm not getting a um but again, that's the one thing that turns me off with a guy. If you can't walk up to me and ask me out or speak your mind, then I don't want to date you. Like if you're gonna send your friend over and be like, "Hey, my boy thinks you cute or whatever," does he not have a mouth? So if you can't ask me for a date, then you definitely can't ask me for sex, and you definitely can't ask. You know what I'm saying? If you can't speak up, then why would I want to date you? Like that is the biggest turnoff ever, is somebody who cannot walk up to me and just speak their mind.
Yeah, and this is what I got
Ooh.
upside down, and I don't usually get the upside downs. So I don't know. I just don't get that energy there. Super. Well, with that said, Kayla, one more question. What am I getting? Why am I? Why am I drawn to candles? Do you sell candles? Do you make candles? Do you have a business selling and making candles? Because I'm getting scented candles from your energy. So I'm kind of curious. That was one thing that just hit me again. When I was getting you earlier, I was getting this. Or did he wear a kind of a cologne that smelled like a scented candle or something? Because I'm getting, again, it just boom, scented candle. Interesting. So don't know what that means. I'm getting scented like candles, different candles or something. This the sense of the candles. It's like it's like vanilla, and I'm not a vanilla candle person. You know, pumpkin spice, no. I just always like candles. Okay, because I'm getting the scent of candles burning. It's like the smells, so it's interesting. So you don't sell any. Okay, no sales. Okay, good. I was getting, for some reason, I'm getting sales, but good.
One more thing, Terry T. I keep hearing Spirit say, "Why don't you just ask a direct question?" So, what do you do when you're not at the hospital? Um, do you go out? Do you go do this? Like, ask direct questions that show where you're trying to go. Being a little bit coy, sometimes those signals be confused. And with the Me Too and all these, people don't want to get caught up in that. They want to know that you're directly trying to pursue them, or that you're directly, trying to communicate with them. So just ask a direct question. So, what do you do when you're not at work? When you're not in the hospital, or when you're not working, or in your spare time, or do you go to do this, or do you go to, and let that lead naturally. I feel like you're too nervous when you approach him, and so you're not authentically who you're supposed to be, because you're stumbling over your words. And normally you're a fun loving, easygoing guy, and just because of this situation you don't know how to react. And then just kind of take, just kind of, speak to yourself before you do it, and be like, I got this, I can do this, or ask your higher power to help you to say the right words that you need to say. You're just way too nervous when you talk to him.
Well, the one thing you can do, Terry T, is you can say, "Hey, if you have an event to go to, or if you're going to go get a drink or something, just you can ask a friend, you can ask anyone to go get a drink. You don't have to necessarily make it seem like you're looking to take somebody out. While you're out getting a drink, or while you're out doing something, like you can say, you know what? Hey, I've got this event to go to. Do you like to come along? And they might say yes, they may say no.
The worst that they can say is a no. People ask me all the time, and
Exactly.
you could just no, no, thank you.
Yeah.
Or like I feel like you're not being direct enough. And the one thing that is attractive to most people is confidence. If you don't have the confidence to talk to me, then you're going to be a hard person to deal with in a relationship. I'm always going to have to build you up. I'm always going to have to make you feel good about yourself, because you don't have the confidence. And this is just my personal opinion, how I see relationships. But if you don't have that confidence, then you're going to be work for me.
I, it's funny because when my spouse and I first met, we're sitting there, we're looking at each other from across the room, kind of deal. And then he got ready to leave, and I said, "Howdy," which is weird because I'm from Baltimore, but I was at Texas A&M, and that's the way we started a conversation. So I said howdy, and that's how it started. If I had not said howdy, if I had not taken the step to say hello, and we were in a public environment, we may never have gotten the ball rolling. So again, just a simple howdy, and there. Next thing I know, we're talking about the King Tut Museum, where the King Tut presentation that was coming to Houston at that time, and we were talking about the marathon and running and practicing marathon. And so all of a sudden, we connected. Said, "Hey, next weekend, practice marathon. You want to come down?" Heck yeah, go see King Tut. Heck yeah, you know.
The last person I met, I literally was in line buying something at a store. We were just chopping it up in line. Hey, how are you? Where are you from? Blah blah blah. Just regular old natural conversation. I walked out the door, was on my way to my car. This person followed me out, like, "Hey, would you mind if I take you to dinner? Would you like to go out to dinner?" And so they pursued, but we just had general conversation leading up to it. So maybe you just need to have that general, regular conversation, like it's a regular coworker. You're overly working yourself up, and maybe that's the crystal that you need, something that kind of calms you down, and absorbs that anxiety that you have regarding this person. You get really nervous and you fumble over your words when you really really like somebody, and they're saying, just relax, just be you. This person puts their pants on one leg at a time, just like you. This person, listen, It may take you to. Well, I don't want you to imagine this person naked because that might be that might make you a
That's
little
a
bit
whole
more.
different kind of reading.
That might make you a little bit more nervous. But what they're saying is, just be normally who you are, and allow your natural you to come out. Sometimes when you are trying to be something, other than who you are, it's kind of hard. Like, listen, the last person I seriously dated before that, their team lost this big game, and I just kept doing this to them the whole night, and we ended up connecting over the loss, and becoming good friends, or whatever. And so it's just you being who you are.
Yeah. When the situation's right, believe me, it'll work itself out.
It'll feel
So,
natural. Yep. And
yep,
you won't have to
yep.
be like, oh my gosh. And
Dismiss the
listen,
fear.
at this point, I'm too old to be caring what you think. If you don't like me, then you just don't like me. There's so many people who don't like me. That's fine.
For me, it's like, if you don't like me, take a number. You're in a large, you're in a you're in a majority. you know, and I don't offend easy anymore either. It's like, for that same reason. It's like, you know what? You do you, I do me. We're all good.
I, I'd rather know up front that you don't like me. Like, just no, thank you. And that's it's as simple as that. Like, it builds character. Isn't that what they say? It builds character.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Yeah, the character
Listen,
thing.
remember,
Yeah,
Don, we just did that exercise where everybody, so we pair up, and Don had everybody on the other side say no. Whatever we were asking them, whether we were right or not, they just said no, 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 no. And it kind of like, wait, I'm not right. I'm not getting this right. Regardless of what I said, whether I was 100% right or whether I was 100 or not, they just kept saying no to the information. And it kind of makes you check yourself. Do I have the confidence to move forward? Or do I, how am I going to react to that? And I loved it. I had experienced that before, and I used to be very self conscious about my readings, and the way that my guides helped me to move through it, they gave me goosebumps. When I am actually right and accurate, regardless of what the reaction is on the other person, whether they're sitting like this, whether they're frowning, whether they're saying no, my guides will give me goosebumps, and that'll let me know that I am correct. So it builds character to just get out there and do it, to experience it and understand how you would react to it.
absolutely. With that said, we are done. We are put a fork in this. We are done. Thank you so
Miss
much, Angie,
Angie
for coming
said
in
we've
this
been
evening.
on 3 hours. Don will be back on in the morning
Yep,
with Shauna. So just tune back in tomorrow morning for Don, and he'll and maybe you can get on the list.
absolutely. We start at 8-ish, 8-ish Mountain Standard Time, which is 10 Eastern Standard Time ish. So, again, if you're expecting me to get it on time, don't be too disappointed when it doesn't happen.
We get there when the spirit releases us.
Exactly. When my ghost is ready to come inside, so I don't have to sit out with her, because she can be destructive on her own. So I don't let her sit out there by
Exactly.
herself. Any plans for the weekend, Angie?
I'm going to Utah on Friday. Wait, Friday, and I'll be
Nice.
back Saturday. And then
Super.
one of my friends is moving back to Michigan, and so she's having a going away party. So literally off the plane, come home, change, boop, right to dinner for her party.
Ooh. You have a very busy weekend. You're gonna need
I
rest.
love it. I so and tomorrow's Keena's birthday, so happy birthday
Oh,
to
is it? Oh,
Keena.
hey, Keenan,
Yeah,
happy birthday
tomorrow's
if
her
you're still
birthday. Yeah,
watching.
she
Wait a
calls
minute.
it
What?
what she calls it 30. Wait, was it 30? She'll be 38, but she calls it something different. I can't remember.
Well, then we
But
need to
yeah,
do this for
tomorrow's her
Keena.
birthday.
This one's for Keena. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. We haven't done that in a while. so, and this is Keenuary, right? Keenuary.
Although we haven't done a lot this month.
Oh, is that right?
She she hasn't done a lot. Only thing we've done thus far is go to Top Golf.
Yeah, I mean, Angie's family, folks. When it's when your birthday's that month, when that month you get the entire month, and it gets crazy. So Angie's family, for the first 4 months or 5 months of the year, it's like boom, 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 boom.
Oh, next month we doing it up. I'm already like, oh, what we doing? Where we going? I'm looking at comedy shows. I'm looking at restaurants. They somebody recommended three different restaurants in Scottsdale because I was like, I need to explore Scottsdale a little more and go out and do. They recommended STK,
Yes.
and
Mhm.
then
That's right there on the waterfront.
say Moya or something like that.
That's
Something Moya.
Italian. Moya's Italian. It's very good Italian
And
food.
then they recommended Second Story.
Oh, Second Story is fun. It is on Scottsdale Road, and it's right across from Bourbon and Bones, which is also
Mhm.
another great place. But
What is
it's
that
on
one called?
Bourbon and Bones.
Oh,
But
I think I've heard of that one.
yeah, Second Story, you enter it through a side door off to the
Hmm.
left side, and you will look like you're going through a closet and actually go up the steps, and it's like a hidden kind of place. It's very cool. Yeah.
Hmm. So
Yes.
every weekend I'll have something that I'm going to do in February. So
You need to go also find Quartz. Go to
court.
Quartz, which is a bar, but it's also metaphysical and crystals, and it's all crystal
Oh,
things. Yeah. So, and even the drinks are about crystals. It's kind of cool. And then there's and then if you can do it, go to Platform 18.
wait,
Do
but
an
let me
evening
write
of
this down, Donna.
yeah. Platform 18 is was judged the best bar in the nation this past year, and it's
Oh, Kayla,
crazy.
my birthday's February 26th. We're almost birthday twins. Hers is February 24th. Wait, let me wait, Don. I gotta write it down again. Hold on. Now I gotta figure out who to send it to. You said platform 18.
Platform 18. And you have to make a reservation, and you get only an hour and a half in the bar because it's and then you're ushered out, and somebody else comes in because it's a very specialty bar. It's kind of cool.
Okay.
And then Quartz is another one.
I got
Um,
that one.
yep.
Definitely got that one.
Yes, and then another place that you may want to, if you're not going, if you decide not to do Scottsdale for food, go to Rough Rider. It is on Roosevelt and Central. It's in a big office building, and you'll not see any signs. And you'll go into the lobby, and you go to an elevator in the back, and you get in the elevator, and it's only one elevator. It goes down, and you go into the basement,
Okay.
and the doors open, and it's like the speakeasy down below, and it's really crazy and great
I
food.
think I've seen that on like secret places to go.
Yes,
Like you know how they do those on Instagram. Oh,
yes.
I'll look into that. That
Yeah,
sounds
Rough
good.
Riders, and that's in Phoenix. That's pretty cool. It's right on Roosevelt Row, and it's
Okay.
really cool. But in Scottsdale, there's a few more in Scottsdale you might want to. Well, actually, there's one in Paradise Valley, and it's
Okay.
actually it's a nice one, and it's the view is phenomenal. It's called Elements. Don't know if you've been there before.
No.
Elements. The resort is called Sanctuary, and it's on the north side of Camelback Mountain, and it looks across Paradise Valley into Mummy Mountain, and it is the food is very good. Its food is very very good, and the view though, when you sit in that restaurant, the view because you're up on the hill, it is absolutely stunning.
Don, I was just gonna go to Ed's page and see where y'all go every weekend and be like, let me pick one of
Exactly.
these restaurants because Don and them go everywhere.
Yes, yes, because Ed, we post. That's for sure.
I want some good, like I want, that like not like knife and fork type stuff. Like I want to dig in and have something hearty and good and flavorful. So
Well, Elements is more of a little more posh, so maybe that's not the kind of ambiance.
oh look,
Sure.
I have 4 weekends to do. I can hit
Oh,
all
there
those
you
in
go. Okay.
4 weekends.
Yes. And then yeah, there's a few good ones in Paradise Valley, but Scottsdale, Old Town Scottsdale has a lot of cool places to go,
I
and
know,
yeah, you'll
so
find some really
many.
good food there.
So
Yeah.
I'm looking at all. Oh, yeah, I'm looking at all of those. Um, but Quartz, I think you've mentioned that before. I really want to go
Mhm.
there, so I'll probably go to Quartz definitely. And Rough Riders just sound like a good time. I'm definitely going
Rough
to.
Riders is very cool. Yes. And there's yeah, I get the point. Yeah,
So those
yeah.
are all places that I'm going to check out for my birthday. So every weekend you'll see A5 says around town on Instagram and Facebook, and you'll see me just visiting different places and just living it up.
I'm looking on my phone because I was going to show you what one of a shot of what looks like from at Quartz because I took pictures of Quartz. I took pictures of Platform 18. As you know, if you go to Ed's Facebook page, you will find the pictures of Quartz because
Is that
We
Maybe
went and
that's where I saw it because I'm like, I've heard of this before, so maybe that's where I saw it. And
yes,
literally, I was just gonna go to Ed's page and be like, well, let me see where Don and them have been going, and then that's where I'll go. It's
exactly.
Scottsdale.
Hey, if you're gonna do a brunch though, if you want to do the one of the best brunches in the entire city, there are two places that have really cool brunches, right? One is Sumamaya, and it's like an Asian fusion place. And you order the entree, and then they bring you all the other food that goes with it. Um, so Sumamaya, and the other
Oh
place,
my gosh, that was on the list, Sumamaya. Yeah.
yes, it is good. It is good, and a lot of energy. It's a very great place to do. The other place is a Maple and Ash. It's right across from Fashion Square,
Oh,
and
I remember
Maple.
that place. My sister was gonna do my niece's birthday dinner there.
Yeah, it's their Saturday and Sunday brunches are outrageously fun, and you get the if you do the mimosa service, because you get like three different juices to put in your champagne, and it's bottomless, and they just keep coming. It's like outrageously good.
And what is that one called?
That one is bourbon, maple and ash, maple
Maple
and
and
ash.
Ash. Yes.
Yep, and again, it's
I kept
right
saying
across
Leaf.
from
What is it?
Fashion
Leaf?
Square.
Maple and Ash.
Yeah, Maple and Ash. And
Okay.
the people who own Maple and Ash, they're from. There's also another one in Chicago. There's two of them. They spent $5 million to build that place. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So they put some money to build that place, but it is good. You'll like it. And I was looking for
Kayla,
the
that's funny that you said something about sangria. Because remember when we went to Bonnie's going away dinner, we went to Brio. Is that what it was? Brio.
yes.
And I had that sangria. Listen, Don, that was good. If I'd have had one more, I'd have been not able to drive home. I would have been getting a yes, I
That's
remember those
quartz.
pictures. Yes, I would have been
Yep.
definitely getting the Uber home.
Yep. That's quartz. That's the
Oh,
bar
that's
quartz. And
lovely.
these are like little
Yeah.
individual little cells, and your table is there by itself. You can sit up front on the other side where it's a big bar, but this is the individual little cells you can sit in. And
Okay.
they have a screen that shows all these different gems and crystals that pop up, which is very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that I would suggest that checking that place out. It is very
Oh, I
cool.
love that. Definitely quartz is on my list.
Yeah, yep, that's nice, and it's downtown Phoenix. It's easy to get to. There's parking, ample parking, um, and yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one. So, and I was trying to look for
You
one
do need
other
a
picture,
vacation, Kayla. Go for it. And I saw the picture of
and that's Rough Rider.
your child's father. Oh, where is this at?
This is Rough Rider, the one that's
Oh,
hidden in the
oh.
basement. That's one of the when you walk in. See, it's very
I
industrial.
definitely know I've seen that on one of those IG posts to be like secret speakeasies around
Yes.
Arizona.
Yep. That's the cool one. Yeah. So there you go.
Hey angels, good night. She said a quick hello and a quick goodbye. All right, angels.
Not that we party much or that we drink much, because
You
that's just
really
not the
listen.
case.
When your page is the page to go to find restaurants, then you have a good time.
Yeah, the private page. The private page. The Don Rumer-Rivera page, not the Sonoran. I try to keep Sonoran Mystic Tarot business, and I do every once in a while it bleeds over, but it's all good.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna let you ready to go. Thank you all again. Hey, Angels, nice to see you pop in. I wasn't even paying attention, and it just clicked now. Angie mentioned it. So we're gonna see you all later. Again, tomorrow morning I'll be back here at 8-ish a.m.
Ish.
Mountain Standard Time. And then Angie's back on Sunday at 3-ish Mountain Standard Time. And
Yeah,
so,
I'll be back in Arizona and I should be thawed out by then.
oh, that's right. Yeah. After a busy weekend, you'll be dead tired, but she always
That's
brings the energy,
okay.
so it doesn't matter.
And the Lions play on Monday for the conference title.
Detroit, Michigan. Yes.
And
Can
they're
you?
playing in Detroit. I won't be there because it's freezing in Michigan,
Yes.
but I will be watching the game.
Who are they playing against? The
I
Bills?
forgot.
Is it the
Let me
Bills?
see. I forgot. No, it's shoot. You know what, Don? I don't know. Let me look.
Hmm,
It's whoever. I'm not even gonna guess because I don't know.
yeah. I know the Bills is amazing comeback story for them. My gosh, that was phenomenal. And for the Steelers to fall apart and for the Eagles to fall apart, Pennsylvania had two teams moving into the playoffs, and both teams went down the same weekend, and they both just blew up. It was not pretty. It was not pretty, but it was entertainment. Unless you're a Steelers fan, then it was misery, or an Eagles fan.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I don't know, Don. They're showing me old scores. They're not showing me their next game because they just beat. No, that's all. That can't be it. They just in the wild card. They beat the Rams, so that's who they just beat.
Uh-huh.
I don't know who the next game is. Oh wait, here it is. No, that's January 21st. Is it the Buccaneers? Is that what you said?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh, I thought
Sunday,
they said it was Monday. So
the
it is
Lions and
Sunday,
Buccaneers.
January 21st at 1 o'clock. They play the Buccaneers. So it's Sunday, not Monday, y'all. My bad.
Yep. And that should be 1 p.m. Eastern time, right? So that means
It
early.
just says 1 p.m., but I assume.
Yeah. Yep. So then I wonder who the Bills are playing. Let me see. The Bills are playing the Chiefs. So Taylor Swift.
Oh, yeah, because they've been talking about that. Yeah. Oh, she's in the news every single day.
I
But I
don't.
heard the other Kelsey brother. Is that the name Kelsey? Is that the last name?
Yeah.
He said he was going to retire after they lost. Who he
Yeah,
paid
I heard.
for? New England? Does he pay for New England? I mean,
Well,
for
they
New
were in
England?
last year's Super Bowl. It hit both the brothers were on the opposite side last year's Super Bowl.
Well, the
Yeah.
other brother said he was retiring after they lost.
Yeah.
The
It's
last
interesting. They fuss about her, and the reality is she's brought a lot of eyes to NFL. And that's it. It's funny how some of the like Brett Favre was fussing about it. I'm like, Brett, you can't get the people to turn the TV on. Sorry, she shows up and people do. It's like the NFL should be thrilled for
a
her right
whole
now.
new group of people loving football.
Exactly. It's like
Honestly, the
really.
reason that I started liking football was because the person I was dating used to watch it all the time. It wasn't that I was a huge football fan. I was a basketball fan.
Hmm.
And this person liked to watch it, so I got into it and now I actually do like it. I
I
don't
hear
know
you.
a lot about it, but I like watching it.
I hear you. I hear you. Well, with that said, Angie, we're out of here. Good night, everybody. Lord have
Good
mercy.
night.
We
It was good to meet a lot of you people, and I hope you all enjoyed your readings.
absolutely. So we'll see you this weekend, Angie, on Sunday. Sunday.
Hopefully
Sunday.
with Sherry Berry. Sherry Berry, are you coming back strong? Hopefully. If not, then just little old me.
I'm sure somebody will raise their hand. Maybe Levita. Living La Vida
Oh
Loca.
yes, Levita loves to do it. Levita
Yes.
or
Yeah.
Umber. She hasn't been around in a
Or
while.
Umber.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Umber.
Umber as well. They're both very, very good, to say the least.
Exactly. Or all
Absolutely.
three of us. You never know. It could just be a whole panel of people.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Going wild now. Adios, everybody. Have a good one. Bye-bye.